Radio Style.
It's your boy Red.
I'm loving the studio. Like, as soon as I walked in, I was like, this is it right here. I just got into my element. I'm loving it. I just really enjoyed listening to Jamil. It was just a great conversation. Yeah. I mean, this is good. Like, okay, this is... Maybe we'll see after today. We'll see how tonight pans out. Yeah. We'll see.
Oh man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, tapping in with us on this Friday night. We have a pretty cool show today. So if you did not catch the versus battle that happened not too long ago between Cash Money and Young Money, No Limit Soldiers and Cash Money, here we go. It sparked a pretty interesting debate, not just amongst talking about which one was the better label, but people were like, man, why would they have this kind of show? It's 2025. And of course, the old head like us was like, man, this was the best hip hop ever. So we decided.
You call yourself an old head?
I don't call myself old head. All the other people that are younger than me do. The white do. Huh?
He's up.
I'm the unk. Yeah.
We already talked about this.
Yeah.
I'm your favorite cougar auntie.
Yes. So
I feel like I would be an old head. Can girls be old heads?
Yes.
Why did you look at me like that?
Auntie.
Yes.
Cougar auntie, because I'm past the auntie face.
Yeah.
But you said that in a way that I feel very, very targeted.
Yes.
He's like, yes.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, it is your picture in the dictionary.
Yes. So yeah, man. So we're gonna have the debate today and talk about which era of hip hop was the best era. And I think this is so interesting because we're kind of we grew up kind of with the same music, but some of us a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to have that discussion and hopefully you can set the record straight.
I don't know though, how much older am I than you guys? I feel like you guys had a little bit of a different generation.
But that's what I was saying, like,
because you guys are, I'm like, what, 7 years old?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So almost a full hip hop decade older than you.
Sure, that is true.
So, I mean, because if you think if you're going decades, it's just about.
Yeah. But it is also interesting too, because we all grew up in, different, parts of town and different states.
Why did he point at me? He was the white girl grew up in the country. Do they have that rap music in the country?
Were you listening to rap music on your tractor? I don't know.
I didn't have a tractor, and I was definitely listeing to rap music.
She definitely was listening to rap.
I was getting in trouble every time I would do it.
Milking those cows.
I used to have to go. Listen, well, to back that ass up, I was not growing up to back that ass up. I was in college. You guys were growing up to it. See, that's the difference.
Yeah.
So no, for me, I would have to go. My friends and I would have to go hide in the basement of like our houses because of my generation. So I grew up like my time was 90s, like literally 91 to 2001 was like my decade of like growing up. And when in that decade, as you know, that's when like the gangster rap, because I'm not saying it with an A on the end.
Say it with an A?
No, because you like that.
Chat, do you all want Amy to say it with an A? I would love. Would you like her to say it with an A?
You ready?
I would love it.
Gangster rap. But that was where the parents all of a sudden said, "Oh, what is this? No, not in my house."
Yeah,
and it was one of those, especially right when it first came out. So we would go hide in my friend's basement and we would play it really loud, and we would just listen to all the albums and rap, and then we would go upstairs and we would, I don't know, jam to whatever they were listening to.
Some gangsta rap.
No, that's what we were doing in the basement. Hiding.
Basement. Oh,
yes.
They were jamming to the Beach Boys upstairs.
Probably, yeah.
Church music.
Not. I don't even know what it was. Country. I don't know.
It was
something that. I don't know. Why you like Tim McGraw?
No.
Why are you playing? I hate country music. I hate country music with a passion.
Well, at least we know you don't like that era of any kind of music, right? Yeah.
No. There's like maybe 2 country songs I'll listen to.
Oh, like right now, or
like just in all of the above.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into that conversation, of course, y'all know we can't start the show without doing what we call Big T with the
T.
And this is where I give you all the latest celebrity news and gossip that's going on, because these celebrities keep me with job security. And I kept it pretty light this week, kind of lighthearted, just because it's been a heavy week in the world. Okay, so we need some stuff to laugh about. So, first things first is let's talk about NSYNC. So, in case you didn't know, if you didn't hear,
NSYNC. That's what they were listening to. The Backstreet Boys. It's boy bands. Gangsta, rap in the basement, boy bands upstairs.
That sounds about right by 99, 98, 99. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. O-Town.
Oh, but the rap was in the basement in like O-Town. That was your generation.
That was us.
That was you. No, that was past. O-Town was what I was listening to when I was an adult working at daycare, and all the daycare kids running around listening to O-Town.
Well, speaking of NSYNC, in case y'all didn't know, if you didn't hear, there was a potential biopic of NSYNC that was supposed to come out, or it was talked about. But all our news comes from TMZ. But TMZ has learned that the guys just weren't sold on the pitch or the producer who was going to produce it. Sources with direct knowledge told TMZ the project never even made it to the screenwriter stage. The idea was brought to the band by Justin Timberlake's manager after Fast and Furious producer Neil H. Moritz started shopping around, but the band's collective teams were unified that Neil may not have been the right fit for this project. Sources say that the group had a conversation about a potential film and agreed they should explore meetings with other producers in addition to Neil. TMZ was told that will only happen if the band decided to embark on a much-wanted reunion tour, something Justin Timberlake is not ready to commit to. TMZ was told that all 5 members were in lockstep, that if a movie ever did move forward, all would serve as the producers and there would be no exceptions. Justin may have brought the idea to the table, but he has made it clear that he has no interest in producing the film without the other 4 members being involved because it is their story. There were talks of them going on a tour in August of 2026, but Justin Timberlake decided that it was not the right time to do that, so he couldn't commit to that tour as well. And because of that, all the other group members decided that they would not commit to a 2026 tour as well.
Wait a minute. I thought, well, first of all, a biopic's a movie. Let me just go there first because I didn't know what that was. Like, what are you talking about?
A biography of a movie.
Yes.
A movie that's a biography.
So I saw like an ad for their tour. Like they had a full ad out and everything because people were getting excited about it online.
Yeah, so Justin can't commit to that right now. And so there's some things going on contract-wise with the tour. So Justin feels like until they all can become, unified on this contract, there's no tour happening right now. So it's supposed to start in August of 2026.
So clearly this just tells you who's in charge.
Yeah, so my question is, because, pardon me, my question is, I don't know the inner workings of NSYNC, but is the reason why NSYNC stopped singing because Justin went on his own? No. I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure that thing out because I don't know any of the other NSYNC artists that went on their own. I know he went on his own, had a successful career, and now he's like controlling if it's going to happen.
I think everything they all revolved around Justin. Because he got famous for. I mean, they're all doing something. But I think he got. I mean, he was banging Britney Spears, so like that's what I honestly think. I honestly think that's what made him get so famous. Is like Britney was hot, NSYNC was hot, he was banging Britney Spears, and then everyone's like, "Ooh, who's this Justin guy?" And then everybody else was like, "All right, he runs the show." Yeah. So I don't know why they stopped.
Well, I know JT Sanchez. He had a little moment where he did a song with Black. If you remember who's Black?
Say the heroin. No. One of them was a drug addict, weren't they? Allegedly.
But JC did a song with the group Black, which was very popular. And then he tried to do like a solo thing and it didn't really jump off. I know that Joey is doing, he's on like
Joey, who was that one?
Joey Fatone. He was like the.
Oh yeah. I thought my head went to the New Kids on the Block.
No,
wrong era.
That was my band. I had it poster all over my wall.
But Joey's doing like posting like game shows and stuff like that. And the only thing I know about Lance, he came out as gay. So I don't know anything else.
He did some acting.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Wait. Oh, and Joey was on Broadway too for a little bit too.
I feel like I should pull up their Wikipedia because we're really just butchering this entire thing. Let's figure it out.
What else did Lance do besides being gay?
Wow. Well, he acted.
Oh, well, they're saying.
I don't think. So Justin was bagging Britney and Lance was gay. Like, what? Let's see what NSYNC's been up to.
But while she's doing that, I mean, if Justin's controlling everything and he's controlling the narrative, that's not cool. But if this is really like a solidarity thing as a group, because as far as movie wise, I do understand them wanting to all have a partner because this is their story, and we have seen other movies and biopics where the person who was not whose life it was not involved as producer, and it was just horrible. I mean, we all seen our Alita movie that came out on one time. It was they had what's his name? They had the singer Joe looking like R. Kelly. Like it just didn't make sense. They had J. Cole playing Timbaland.
Hey, you know what?
It just didn't make sense. So I can definitely understand like why they would want to be a part of their own movie. I personally, I know like I've seen some good ones. Like the TLC movie was really good.
Yeah.
Because TLC was involved with that. The New Edition movie was really good because New Edition was involved with that. So I think people after the biopic phase like kind of like got popping and people saw like how it was going, they was like, ain't nobody else telling our story but our own. So I definitely
get one to us.
NWA was really good too. And then the Notorious B.I.G. one was like,
yeah.
But you know what though, that whole the Notorious and then there was like the three of them. There was Notorious. What was the other one? There was two other ones. There was the one about Eazy-E. Which one was that?
Wasn't
one?
it Straight Outta Compton?
Straight Outta Compton. Yeah. And then there was Notorious, and what was the one about Tupac?
Oh, that one wasn't good.
No, but here's no. But what I'm saying, if you watch them all three together, it actually isn't bad when you watch them all three because you do get a pretty good. For me, again, different generation. It was very nostalgic because everything I was watching, I lived it in real life as a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
And watched it all happen in front of me.
Which, I mean, we're not saying the story isn't true, but it's the execution.
Although whoever played Tupac looked just like Tupac.
Yeah, and he did. But then we had Notorious B.I.G. He did not, like, going back and watching it, he didn't look anything like B.I.G.
I don't think anybody can look like Biggie, though. I mean,
no.
But whoever plays Tupac, like I think that's Tupac. I think when they say Tupac's alive, I think he came back from Cuba to film that because it was the same guy. I'm telling you, I watched that. I was blown away. Straight Outta Compton was good though. That was my favorite. Okay, here I got the tea. Here we go. It says NSYNC. This is the AI overview of all of them because we do AI. So NSYNC broke up due to the members' desire to pursue different projects and the success of Justin Timberlake's solo career.
Oh yeah.
And based on this video, it says that individual interests, they feel like they had exhausted every kind of idea for what they were doing. And they all wanted to explore other things like acting, clothing lines, and music production. Oh yeah, one of them, I forget which one. One of them did music production. I forget which one. And then Justin Timberlake's solo career, which was the initial reason why they took their hiatus, was because of that. And then the record label pushed for the solo album over NSYNC's group album, it says. And then they had conflicting visions. Now, this is just a random tea that has nothing to do with that. The next question said, did NSYNC go to Justin Timberlake's wedding? And it says that Lance Bass and Joey Fatone were reportedly snubbed an invitation to the ceremony. So
when did they get married?
That doesn't say that. JC and Chris reportedly scored an invite, but neither one of them attended.
Wow.
So while many fans of NSYNC may beg the band to get back together, don't count on it happening anytime soon.
Okay, but here's my thing, kind of about the NSYNC thing, and I personally feel like some of that I do agree with as far as they exhausted all the ideas for the group because by the time they put out their last album, they were like fully grown adults, and the boy band phase had kind of like went away.
That too, because they all did. Like they all kind of broke up. Like Backstreet Boys, they didn't break up, but like they kind of went their own way.
Yeah.
And then you had your O-Town. What was the other one? There was another.
O-Town.
It's your O-Town. I heard you say it.
It's not my.
When you watch this back, you're gonna see how your eyes lit up when you said the word O-Town.
Because
you did.
So they're from Orlando.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's because so during that time, right? I didn't know anything about like white boy bands. I didn't know anything about that.
That wasn't your life.
That wasn't my life. I had switched over to an all-white school, and that's when I found out about 98 Degrees, Backstreet Boys. But I can't name an album.
Was a time.
Yeah.
Oh, 98 Degrees. That's when that was with Nick Lachey, right?
Yeah.
The one that
Nick
married.
Lachey.
Yeah, that married Jessica Simpson.
Yeah. Then they had a song something about De La Noche or something.
I don't know.
That was a great song.
You should know. You went to the all-white school that had the boy bands.
I just needed to know the names of the groups, but I can't say that.
But the way that the twinkle in your eye when O-Town came out of your mouth.
That was a time, like 98
it was a
time back in the day.
But
I didn't know the music.
You did though.
I can't name one O-Town song.
I guarantee
nothing
you.
against O-Town.
I guarantee you, Craig went running in that school. O-Town on the radio. I can see it right now.
Yeah.
You and all your little white friends listening to O-Towns.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I get it. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, can we just be honest? I mean, Justin he was the popular dude in the group.
He was. And that's what, but think about it. Okay, so 98 Degrees. We know Nick Lachey. Who else was in that group? Exactly. Because Nick Lachey.
I don't know any of
you know what? You know why they get I don't know the other
97
degrees.
You say 97.
I don't know the other 97.
Yeah, we don't either. But you know what? Here's what I've learned from this conversation. Do you want to know why they got famous?
Why?
Because, like I said, Justin was banging Britney, Nick Lachey started banging Jessica Simpson. And they started their reality show.
That's right.
And then 98, yeah. And
Can
so,
you say the same thing about Beyonce?
what?
Because she didn't start getting famous until she
Jay-Z.
started banging Jay-Z.
Well, of course.
Lord. Allegedly.
But you know what? But here's the thing.
Hey, the Beehive, don't come at me.
Time
I
out.
said that.
Time out, though.
Big T said that.
How long was she still in Destiny's Child when they started banging?
She was.
She was.
And then Destiny's Child stopped.
Yep.
Well, they
Ish.
shot for a lot of reasons. But yeah.
But I'm saying, but again, I think
Yes.
the backstory is if you want to get rid of your group, just bang somebody more famous than you.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's free advice, all
But
you
it- but
upcoming music people.
Well, solo career.
So
But if you want a solo career,
Solo
away from the
career,
group,
yeah,
like if
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to be the one that
But the
everyone
other thing
remembers.
is too is that you have to learn how to rebrand. And I think
Correct.
what it was is that with NSYNC, they were unfortunately just in the era that like the boy band phase was over. Destiny Child took a break and they had to come
Then they
back.
came
and
back,
rebrand.
yeah.
Yes. And they rebranded as we are a little bit older, more mature. The
Right.
music was more mature and it was a little bit more sexier. They weren't coming back.
Did Jay-Z rebrand them? Do you think it was like Pillow Talk? He was like, baby, I think you need to bring that back.
No,
but more
I don't think
sexy and
so.
mature.
I don't think so.
I don't think that was
JC,
the
can you just
conversation.
let us know? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Was that your Pillow Talk? Like, hey, bring it back.
What should we do? Because it's one
Yeah.
thing to evolve, but sometimes you don't need to evolve. Sometimes you need to rebrand, and those are two different
Correct.
things.
And I think that's
So-
what happened with their solo careers is that Justin Timberlake did rebrand.
Yes.
And but he happened to rebrand
But I feel iffy about that rebranding though.
for Justin.
Yes.
I didn't say it was good rebranding, but it
Yeah.
helped. And again, he was banging Britney. Britney was like one of the hottest female stars for a
Yeah.
while, even longer than they were. Then you look at Nick Lachey. Him and Jessica went on this reality TV show. I'm not sure if you watched it. It was hilarious
sure
because she's an idiot. Right. No offense. I mean, I do like her and her
Yeah.
music was great. But at this show, she just seemed kind of like a little
An airhead.
ditzy.
Yeah.
And, you know, they did their thing and he got famous in that way. And again, nobody knows who the 97 Degrees are.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Backstreet Boys, the two Carter boys, they rebranded.
Yes.
And-
and it worked out. pretty
And that worked
decent
out for them.
yeah.
But who's the rest of the Backstreet Boys? Nobody knows.
In the backseat.
They I don't even think they're in the car anymore. I think the car left them somewhere
Are
at
they
the gas
hitchhiking?
station.
Are they doing this?
What they're doing?
Who? I don't
The
even know who
Backstreet
they
Boys.
are.
They haven't.
Oh no, they
They're
did.
still
The
back on the
Backstreet.
street.
Some of the back. No, they did. The Backstreet Boys had a reunion tour recently,
Yes.
so they did come back. But aren't they? Didn't one pass away from drugs or something?
Yeah. I think it was Nick.
I don't.
Wasn't
I don't
brother,
know their
it's
names.
That's one of them. But I mean, but again, though, like you said, but then they always have to come back together to
Yeah.
still get that money on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Justin, he can put out another album today and still be fine, but the other ones they still have to come back together. But this is where you have to carve your own lane, though, because
Yeah.
Destiny Child hasn't been together for years, but they have all been successful in
Doing
their
what
own
they do.
ways.
Yes.
Because they have all carved their own lane. Beyonce is Beyonce. Kelly's doing amazing. Michelle is the #1 gospel artist and on Broadway shows.
Yeah.
And they don't have to, they can come back together just be for shits and giggles. It doesn't have to be. 'cause
Well,
they
and the
money.
former member, the one that I know her husband.
LaToya Luckett.
Yeah, she's
amazing.
she does her own shows and
Yes, and Latavia is an author.
yeah.
She's a
So they
book
all
writer.
did their own thing.
Yes.
And I mean, NSYNC did. Like they're around. They're just
Yeah.
not as famous
Not as
as.
famous.
Which is why Justin runs the show for this.
Well, because they need to learn how to rebrand. And they
Yeah.
didn't learn how to rebrand.
I think if you were going to go in order, it would go Justin Lance. I know you said you don't think you know what Lance did, but people know who Lance Bass
I
is.
believe it, yeah. And then Joey.
And then Joey.
JC is kind of like chilling.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he was probably the producer. I feel like that
Yeah.
sounds right. Like he was the producer. I don't know.
I think the only
Don't
thing
quote me on
about the
that.
Justin thing that I didn't like when he carved his own lane is I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like he did definitely some musical appropriation. Because he linked up with Pharrell and the Neptunes, and he knew that he needed a hit, and R&B was popular, and he went the R&B lane for a long time. And
Yeah.
he got us on.
And
our
he was
side.
pretty
He got
successful.
black people on
Yeah.
his side. I love Justin.
Is that a bad thing to do, music appropriation? I mean, if is it appropriation or is it because that's what's hot right now and I want to be hot like everybody else? Boy bands are out, R&B's in. Let me just go that route. Pharrell's
I
in.
think it's that.
That's what I think.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
I personally feel like it, and I don't know if he grew with it or not, but my thing is, you can't. So he was doing this R&B sound for a long time, and now he's the man in the woods, and now he's playing with a
Well,
guitar.
I'm sorry, he's a what?
His last album was called Man in the Woods, and it was the whole like.
You follow
So
him
do
way
you
more
think he
closely
was
than I
a
do.
culture vulture?
I do think he was a culture vulture.
Which I'm not mad at that either, because if you want to keep making money and you want to keep rebranding, sometimes you have to.
I mean, yeah, I get it. So,
You can't be mad at that.
yeah, I mean,
And don't tell me you weren't dancing to Sexy Back. You know
I'm
you
not
were.
gonna lie.
You
I love a good senorita.
yeah. Oh, that was a good song. I forgot about that song.
I love that.
But I understand what you're saying about the culture, but you can't do the culture.
You-
Yeah, I get you.
It was, yeah.
Stay there.
It's like if you're gonna do it, be genuine about for instance, Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke has never changed. He has been R&B. He just has songs that cross over into that pop lane because pop listeners gravitated towards it and they loved it. But he has never just been like, I'm gonna do R&B for a couple albums. And then next thing you know, he's over here doing Latin music. Or
hold
he's
on.
doing pop music.
Can I ask you this? Can we say the same thing about Beyonce? Because she just crossed over and did a country album. And she likes to change her vibe based on the culture.
But we also know that country music started with black people.
I know, I didn't say it didn't, but what I'm saying is that, but when you look at it, what did we just say? At this point, would you say that country music, soul is different than country music, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you right now, there was not a whole lot of soul in that album that I heard. I heard a whole lot of.
I just felt like the Beyonce one was Beyonce.
Ty is going to defend Beyonce to
no, I'm not. I literally did it. I said I wasn't a fan of the album. I feel like this last album was Beyonce just with a strong country accent.
Right.
It felt like just Beyonce.
But she tried
with a lot of lorries.
But she did try to like cross over. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you could say the same thing about her because if you listen to her throughout the years, it is basically I'm gonna go do whatever is in and whatever. So country's a thing, and I haven't done that, and I'm from Texas, so people are gonna like it.
I mean, but if you
wasn't soul.
Well, if you listen to Beyonce's albums before, she's had country songs on her albums here and there. She's never done a whole album.
Correct.
But she's had country songs on the album here and there. Justin Timberlake, I have not listened to one NSYNC album that ever had an R&B song on it.
I mean, I've never listened to a full album that I care about. So
I mean, there's that.
Yeah.
So, but I can tell you now, I've listened to NSYNC when I was a kid, and they have never once had an R&B song.
But you know what? You never know. Maybe that was Justin's roots. Maybe that's what he liked.
It could be.
You know, maybe he was like, you know what? I've been doing this boy band thing because boy bands are the thing.
Yeah.
It's making me money. And you know what? I like R&B. I listen to R&B. I like the vibe. I want to go as a solo artist to do what I want.
Yeah. And I think too, I mean, music is very, experimental. And sometimes people, once you've done a certain thing for so long, sometimes you do want to try something new. Yeah. I mean, you have to evolve and rebrand as an artist. And I think Justin, like you said, at that time, R&B was hot. He used that black side of him. We love Justin. We love JT. And then he was like, all right, this is it.
Now I'm going into the woods.
Now I'm going
with my guitar.
With my guitar.
Wait, so is it country? I don't.
It's not. It's like pop, folkish. I guess you want to say.
I didn't even know he was still making music. I thought he's banging Jessica Alba now. I think I thought he was just doing that.
It came out a couple years. It's not like recent. It came out like a couple years ago. But he had that song. It was called Man in the Woods, and then was the other one. I got that. So just dance. It's from the Trolls movie.
He's with Jessica Alba now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his wife.
That's his wife.
Really?
Yeah, they've not now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Is it because Craig doesn't know about the boy bands anymore now that he just no longer attends his white school? He doesn't follow it anymore.
All right, man. Woo. Justin, you took over. See, now Justin took over our show.
I don't think he would like that. He wants to be in charge.
Yes, he does. All right. Well, since we were talking about Tupac and Biggie, so if you know comedian Eddie Griffin, he has stories for days about running with both Tupac and Biggie when they were still alive, and he recently told a couple, including one which ended with him having to strong arm some of Diddy's merchandise. The comedian was signing autographs following a recent stand-up set in Atlanta when he was asked to travel down memory lane about hanging with the late great rap legends. Eddie recalls rolling with Tupac in the ATL area, circa the time when the Wild Block Party Freaknik was still a thing. But it wasn't all fun and games. Pac was hanging out the window double-fisted with both middle fingers out there. The combo switched to the time Eddie guest starred in Diddy and Mace's Can't Nobody Hold Me Down music video, which was the last music video before Diddy was murdered.
Rewind. Start that over because we need to let's that out there.
Switched to the time Eddie guest starred in Diddy and Mace's Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. See, I was singing to throw me off. Sorry. The last music video the Notorious B.I.G. appeared in before being murdered in 1997. He's known Diddy for so long that he's the one that came up with the nickname The Dealer for him. But on the set, the bad boy boss was being funny with delivering Eddie's money on time, and as payback, Eddie says he made off with Diddy's jacket and he never gave it back. Says he never got his money.
When did this happen?
This happened in 1997.
What type of jacket was it?
It must have been a very expensive
That's
jacket.
what I'm saying.
Right. I mean, at this point in time, you might as well just trash. I don't think anybody wants it. I don't think you're getting money out of that one.
Yes. So he says him and Diddy are still very friends, but he said that's a funny story. He likes to tell people about how, Diddy didn't pay him, so he took off with his
Who
merch.
is this person?
It's Eddie Griffin.
Who's that?
He's a comedian. He's played in a lot of good movies.
Mm.
You don't know who Eddie Griffin? Oh, wow.
If I saw a face, I don't know actors' real
He's
names.
a really funny comedian.
Yeah.
A lot of
I'll have to
movies,
Google it.
a lot of TV shows.
I'm sure
as
if I
well.
see it, I'll know.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'll just look his picture up so I can
You'll
know
see,
who it
when
is.
you see him, you'll know.
You know who it is.
I'm terrible about names.
Yeah. All right. So while she's looking up Eddie Murphy,
Eddie Murphy or Griffin?
Eddie Griffin.
I knew Eddie Murphy.
Man, I should have took that nap.
No, you should not have. Maybe you should have just had a
Big
drink.
T's trying to wake up,
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm trying to, man. Whew. So while she's doing that, let's talk about Tim Tebow. Tim and his wife, Demi Lee, welcomed their first child together back in July, and the former Heisman Trophy winner is loving every bit about being a father. He told TMZ it's been an awesome experience. He said it's one of the biggest blessings in his life. And he also said, I want her to just know that she is loved and priceless to God, and she will always know that. Now, of course, being a new parent always comes with challenges. So they asked him, what was the toughest thing that he's dealt with so far? And he says, just trying to do everything to protect her. The former NFLer and Miss Universe introduced the world to the new member of their family with a beautiful carousel of photos on Instagram a few months back, saying we couldn't be more grateful for the blessings and gift of this new little life. We're so grateful to the whole medical team that assisted us in the best way possible during my labor and delivery, from our doctor to our nurses and all the hospital staff. We are so grateful and thankful for you. So congratulations to Tim Tebow.
Congratulations. You know what? When you think about somebody who would be a really good girl dad, Tim Tebow is going to be that guy.
Absolutely.
And he's a Jacksonville, Florida product, by the way.
A product?
Yes.
Wow. It's what you said that.
A product.
Straight out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Straight out of it.
It's not like you talking about drugs.
or Tim Tebow's the farthest from drugs.
No, it's the way he said it. It's that product.
I was like, is he a product?
I know we're talking about him.
They were dealing Tim Tebow's back then. He went to where? What was his college? He went to Miami.
University of Florida.
Oh, University of Florida.
Yeah.
Doing them Tebows back there.
Yeah.
And
He went to Nice High School in Florida as well.
Doing a lot of Tebow.
Stop it. No, stop it. He likes Jesus.
Jesus.
I don't think you can do a line of that.
A line of what?
I don't know.
A lot of Jesus?
No, I said a line. He said he's doing a line of Tebow. Like, you know what a line is, right?
I know what a line is. I know people who do drugs.
Now I know your education was in a white school. I don't know. Do they do lines? Yeah.
Oh, they do lines.
Back of the toilet. He's like, back of the toilet. Bathroom.
Back of the toilet is great. All right, y'all. Well, that was Big T. You know I got some tea. I'm going to spill it here first. Mud talk.
That was
all right, so we'll go ahead and take a commercial break, and when we come back, I have my jackass of the week, and I can't wait to talk about this jackass.
We can't either.
Jesus Christ, and it's not Jesus.
I was like,
my God.
I was like, I'm leaving. My
Not
God.
my God.
We're about to leave you alone.
Right. I'm going to move away from him.
Right. I know. Sit right next to him.
Now, listen with Big T.
We're sitting too close to him for that.
Right.
When I get done with this jackass, he's gonna need Jesus. So,
Okay, that's what you meant to say.
I was trying to get it out. But keep it locked, y'all. It's Mud Talk. We'll be right back.
Move my ass away from time.
Doesn't love a good green.
What's
Ahead of the game.
What's good, y'all? We are back here on Mud Talk. If y'all could really see what happens during these commercial breaks, y'all would just be.
All I simply said was that somebody should go out and buy our Mud Talk sweatpants, either in the sweat shorts and in the gray color, and wear them. I don't know who. I don't care. Just do it and send me a picture. But not my DMs. Just post it because don't slide in my DMs with your gray Mud Talk sweatpants.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, man.
Just,
But if you wear them,
for any purposes, just leave a merch review.
yeah, merch review right up on social media. Just put it right on the Instagram. I manage Instagram. Just put it right up there. I'll post it. I'll share the story.
Tag Mud Talk 419 on your Instagram.
Please do.
For any purposes only.
Yeah.
Or Miss Amy. Just tag Miss Amy.
No, because they could no. You stay off my personal stuff. Mud Talk only.
Well, no, maybe if they post it and tag Mud Talk in it,
I'll see it.
maybe their lucky woman will buy them.
Yeah.
So
Yes. See,
All
listen.
women will buy their men.
I'm putting people on
Mud
game.
Talk gray sweatpants and shorts.
I'm putting you on game. Get your Mud Talk gray sweatpants, put them on.
Yeah.
Take a selfie, a mirror, full body mirror selfie, and then post it.
She
And then,
has this all planned out,
Yes,
y'all.
planned out.
and then tag Mud Talk, and I will see it on Instagram, and we'll shout you out.
This is why she handles the marketing.
Amy will shout you out.
All the
Big E and I will not be shouting
No,
you out.
I will
Amy
not
will be
shout
shouting you out.
shout you out. Yeah, we'll shout everybody out. You don't want a nice little Mud Talk crop top that you can look at? Would you just
Yeah, that'd be
so
great.
now he wants that? See, his voice cracked. He was like, "Yeah, give me that crop top. Give me that tight crop, low cut, tight crop top." You would send that to CL Styles, circa
crazy.
Mud Talk. We'll get some sexy gear on there. Maybe some lingerie. Who knows? We'll find us a thong,
Some booty shorts.
booty short. I think we have booty shorts up there.
We do.
Probably.
No, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
What? That's the way Miss Amy put the store together. I'm sure there's booty shorts and gray sweatpants and crop tops, titty shirts.
Man, but make sure y'all get some Talk merch, man. Y'all can go onto our Instagram page and hit the link tree in our bio, or you can go to our Facebook page and click the link as well. And yeah, go cop some merch, man, because, you know, it's getting cold outside. Who don't love a good pair of gray sweatpants? Who don't love a good pair of...
I mean, who doesn't love a good pair of gray sweatpants? But you know
Miss
what?
Amy does.
But you know what, though?
and besides that, we have nice crew necks as well,
Yes,
too.
nice collared shirts,
Collared shirts.
gray sweatpants.
Collar
But
Swartz and
here's what I'm
Wow.
going to say.
Can you wear a polo and gray sweats?
Yeah, you can wear anything with gray sweatpants.
let Miss Amy tell it.
I don't- what is that, like business up top and casual at the bottom?
A party in the bottom. It's like a mullet, but it's for clothes.
It's a Zoom uniform.
That is, get you a Zoom uniform.
It's getting
I like
very
it.
pandemic.
Yes. Now listen, I'm actually going to be very serious. I'm not even trying to be gross. But if you do get the gear, do send us a selfie. It doesn't have to be a full body. Just but send it. We always like to post it. We like to see when people are out and about wearing our
We
gear,
do.
take selfies, put you up on our social media.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Okay, sorry. That was off topic.
All right. Well, speaking of off-topic things, so y'all know last week we started a new segment called Jackass of the Week, and you know we're gonna keep that same trend again. So with our Jackass of the Week is anybody. Ooh, you good?
I just shoved it in there and it worked. But now it's trying to go in my mouth.
Like a break like this.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna.
Amy's having issues with her mic.
I know it's like it sounds so weird. Okay,
There you go.
I think it's better.
You sound amazing.
That's when I touch. I'm not trying to do it. Hold on.
There you go.
Ah, there it is.
There you go.
It's very satisfying.
So it's like ASMR.
That was beyond.
All right. So Jackass of the Week is not just people who are just out here doing dumb stuff, and they just need to be called to the table. And so Jackass of the Week is anybody, whether it's in news, media, celebrity news, or whomever, have just been doing something stupid.
For the jackass.
And there's some jackass, and we need to call them out. So this week's Jackass of the Week goes to President Donald Trump because you want to cancel everybody's assistance in food
Oh
stamps.
my God.
Meanwhile, at the same time, you are out here building a ballroom. And you have the whole entire country is about to go into a famine because we are not getting any SNAP benefits. Even though I don't get any, I love to purchase my SNAP benefits from other snappers. So
Wait, time out. I need to ask that question because I don't know the answer to this.
So what?
What is the benefit and purpose of why would you put? Okay, somebody gives you a SNAP card and you don't have SNAP, but you want people buy them from people.
Yeah.
What is your benefit of buying a SNAP? Can you just take your money to the grocery store and spend it there?
no, you spend less.
So it costs less if you use SNAP because it didn't cost less when I used to have food stamps.
So let's get to Hoodnomics real quick.
No, I was on food stamps. I don't remember any grocery
Oh,
prices being
girl,
less.
We love buying stamps in the hood because what happens is, let's say you're like, well, this is not usually how I go, but let's say somebody's like, I got $100 in stamps, right?
Okay.
And they'll like, I'll give you 100 for 60. Now it used to be 150, but that's
So it's like a coupon.
crackhead prices. Yeah, basically. So, but they were like, I'll give you $100 in stamps if you give me $60. So
Okay.
guess what? So now I can just go to
You
the
got
store.
it's like it's a good deal.
It's like a good deal. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
mean,
know.
It's illegal.
I don't 100%. And this is all allegedly. We would never partake in these activities. But okay, nobody ever offered. I didn't know I needed my stamps. I didn't have them to
Yeah.
give to people, so I didn't know how this works.
But typically people who do this is when they have like they get like a lot of stamps. Like
Because they have like 10 kids.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they get like $5,000 in stamps.
Right.
Yeah.
And they will sell them because they want to make some extra money or
Meanwhile, their kids are eating ramen and
Hey, seafood
Whatever
boils, maybe
works.
you get $1,000 stamps.
You could, yeah.
So, but besides all of that, Donald Trump, you are the jackass of the week, because for you to think, especially around the holiday season, especially when it's getting cold outside, and you are out here taking away SNAP benefits, food stamps from people during the holiday season, during the time that it's getting cold, and you don't have a plan on how to fix this, and your plan is, well, tell the Democrats to do. Obama would never sacrifice the entire country to prove a point. Meanwhile, you are on vacation. You are at your grand ballroom. You're at galas. They ain't shrimp and grit galas. But
No, it's not. It's not like the shrimp and grits, but it's close. It's like right underneath.
It's a MAGA gala. That's what it is.
It's a gala that none of us
It's a
want to be
MAGA
at.
gala. That's what it is.
We don't want to be at the MAGA
I don't
gala.
want to get the MAGA gala.
No.
So I'm not understanding what is the reason behind this. And yes, we are seeing times where people are pulling together, and yes, we have community resources that are doing their thing right now. Food banks and different organizations. And shout out to Mike DeWine, who signed that executive order to at least,
and all the other states that are doing it. Yeah,
states, absolutely, to give some type of partial assistance until we figure this out. So shout out to him.
And you know what? Can I add to the jackassness?
Yes.
If you're a state who did not do that,
you
also go on the jackass
You're
list.
a jackass.
Because why would you not, as a state? And I get why. I think I understand why he's trying to do it.
Yes.
Because he's pissed off because the Democrats, he thinks that they're the reason why the government shut down. But what I think everybody forgets is that everything in our government is not controlled by the Democrats.
Yes.
Right now, that our House, our Senate, our White House, everything's Republican. So they're people that are holding out. They're holding out because they're trying not to jack our healthcare prices way up, which is appreciated. I don't want my healthcare prices to go up. And I think he thinks, well, you know what? Let me just take food away from people. People will get desperate. And then eventually the Democrats can't, they're no more for the bleeding heart, right? They can't stand to see their people starve. So then maybe they'll just do what I want. I think it's just a way of control.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's a jackass.
Yes. But I also think too, we have to take care of home. And I think that we prioritize our efforts and our money in other countries, which is no problem with helping, right? It's no problem with giving aid. But we got to make sure that we're taken care of too. And building a $250 million wing for the ballroom
that we can't be a part of.
That we cannot be a part of.
Maybe Mud Talk will get invited to the gala.
I don't want to be.
At his gala. But I mean, eventually it'll be there longer. Maybe whoever else takes over and we like them.
Yeah,
totally.
I feel like that money could be going here because there was nothing wrong with the ballroom. I think they said it needed to be like a few tweaks that needed to be made, but I think you can make that in year 2, year 3. It's not a crumbling ballroom.
Yes.
Well, and it does, even if it was a crumbling ballroom or starving people.
Correct.
Like honestly,
crumbling ballroom, a crumbling country.
Yeah, right. Here's I mean, I don't know how much you've looked at this online, but the conspiracy theories are number one, it's not a ballroom. That they're doing some sort of underground bunkers. That's one of the conspiracy theories. That he's not actually building a ballroom. He's building some other tactical things underneath there and saying it's a ballroom. Number 2, we sent money to a different country, and it was Argentina or something, and it was not for aid. I don't know why we sent it. He sent it. And there's the other conspiracy theory is that something about extradition or something and having someone's back and that he paid them in advance. I'm not saying these are my theories. This is all allegedly and all conspiracy theories online. But the amount of money that he sent over to this country that doesn't need aid, it's not like a famine, right? I don't know. I don't even know where Argentina is, but is it?
It's over in South America.
Okay. I don't think they're war torn. They're not starving, right? They're fine. And so the money that we sent could have funded our entire SNAP benefits. So there's a whole cycle of all of this.
But it's just a simple fact that your first line of defense to make these Dems vote in favor of you is to sacrifice the people of your country and to put people who get assistance into starvation.
That has been the MO of the administration since the administration took over.
And you know why they're doing it? Because they really want to get people off of SNAP benefits. But here's the crazy part. The crazy part is...
Do they? Or do they care? Like, I don't even think he cares. I think it's so minimal to him. I think he wants control. It's not about the SNAP benefits, it's about control.
It could be, but he's always said that he wants people to get off of assistance because they should go to work. But here's the crazy part. People who get SNAP benefits
are working.
They're working.
You have to work.
But the reason why they're on SNAP benefits is because one, they are working, but two, they don't make a good wage to pay for food.
And our cost of living is astronomical.
Yes.
So like even if I have a job, I have to pay for some place to live. That might not leave me a whole lot because our what we pay people isn't increasing at the rate as our housing is increasing, and our food costs are out of control. We have insane amount of these tariffs because I don't know. It's all one big crumbling cycle of jackassness.
I think for real, I'll say three things about that. The first thing is, so I was looking at something on CNN, and it was with the tariff piece when we were going to war with China.
Wait, we were going to war with China?
Well, I'm saying in terms of like the tariffs.
The tariffs.
Yep.
I was like, whoa, this is all
No.
I should watch CNN more often.
No, you're good. No.
Okay.
No, in terms of
Tariff wars.
With the tariff wars.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to elaborate on that, but I don't know if we know as a country what the end goal is. Like, I feel like if we knew like what the end goal is with like these cuts and all of that, then that would make a little more sense. I'm not saying that off the snap.
No, he made it very clear what the end goal is. He wants to make America great again. And his theory is that he wants to take America back to when it was a patriarchal, women and people of minorities had no rights, and the tariffs would be because if we're either getting money in, right, like we're bringing money in, or we are not dealing with countries that want to, because we want things to be made here, right? The problem is that when things are being made here, there's a lot of things that aren't being made here.
Correct.
So, and that's the problem.
And that goes to my point. Because there's a lot of things that we have to get over from China, right? Yes. We have to get all of these things over
because we don't even have the ability to make them if we wanted to. We don't have the factories, we don't have the goods.
Correct. Right. And that is my biggest piece. And their prime minister got on online and he said, we're willing to go to the death about this. No. We are willing to go to the death about it. I don't think Donald Trump is willing to go to the death over this. I know that they've been in negotiations to try and get things cleared up, but Donald Trump also doesn't tell the truth about these different negotiations that have been had.
Yes.
And
correct.
And my last piece is, I think it was during the election time, and I was having a conversation and I said, if we are going to vote for someone, I don't want to vote for someone who I've seen him countless times throw people up underneath the bus that he put in that position. I don't want a leader like that, right? And I've seen him do it countless times, and I think that we're living in very scary times right now. You know, because
right now we have in theory, we have a democracy, and the way that things are going, and maybe that's the end goal. Maybe that's and honestly, part of it, I'm not sure. I don't think he's fully there. He's a little older. His brain's not working as well.
Could be.
Allegedly. I don't want to get sued. But I definitely think that let me back you up a little bit here. I don't know what's happened with your forehead. You're just winging it today. You're welcome. It was just like all I could see was like the top of your eyes. And I was like,
thank you. I appreciate
you need to see your whole head. The whole face.
Thank you.
I think that could be part of the end game. Is this I think control, it's ultimate control.
Yes.
And I think it's ultimate control with a hurt ego because we didn't get what we wanted. And again, he did his thing when he did his first term, and then Biden came in, and I'm not sure the Democratic Party did just. And this is no offense to Joe Biden, like he did what he had to do, but it wasn't a great person to make people confident in that. So they're like, well, we could go back to this, I think. But nobody realized that this dude was pissed, like he was revengeful.
Yeah, but I think we also have to think about too with Biden is that he came in at an unfortunate time.
Yes,
one, he came in during a pandemic
for sure.
And two, a pandemic that was caused by a jackass of a leader who was told, we can't prevent this pandemic from happening right now. You were told about this pandemic in December of 2019, and they said, hey, we need to close the borders now. We ain't talking about Mexico borders, but people traveling
and bringing in a virus that could be,
we need to take care of this now. And you were going on to national TV and telling people to inject themselves with Lysol and bleach.
I didn't hear Lysol part, please.
Lysol.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, because you didn't want to close down business because you're all about being a money maker.
Right.
And then we
bankrupt in your own personal life.
That part. And then because of that, we had to shut down. And I am not just talking about shutting the country down, like in the house.
Like everything shut down. The world shut
down for a whole entire year where people
more than a year.
Well,
like a year and a half.
Well, it was like a year and a half, but things it started to slowly reopen. But we didn't get back to regular life till what about 22?
Yeah, it was 2022. I think that was like probably spring of or like early spring of 22. Yeah.
But unfortunately, Joe Biden had to come in and clean up.
He came into a huge mess. A huge mess. And again, that was a big job for Joe Biden, who was not ready for a big job.
Yeah.
And that was, I think that was where I think it was the downfall was because people were like, okay, this dude's crazy over here. He's doing all this. Let's elect a different party. And it was largely a different party.
Yes.
And then and it was people who were on the other side and the Democratic side. Like everybody was like, we can't do this again. But it wasn't the right person. And it is no offense to Joe Biden. He just wasn't, I don't think, in the right space to be able to handle the mess that he was inherited.
Yes.
A different candidate could have maybe handled it better and maybe
I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks when you have, a leader that could have left, like when Obama, left out of office and gave it to Trump. He was in good hands. I mean, everything was good.
Right. Which then every time that switch happens, and this is what you see over the time, when that switch happens and you inherit a great economy and you inherit a great country, it makes the next person look great.
Yes.
Because things are always delayed by some years.
Yes.
So he walked in and it made him look very great. People were like, oh, look what Trump did. And I'm like, that was Obama. Like, if you just go, that was Obama. That was Obama.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden things start to go downhill and they're like, whoa, this is bad. And then Joe Biden comes out, he was terrible. It was all his fault.
To clean up.
Yeah. So whoever's taking office over next is going to have a mess to clean up.
Have another mess to clean up. Yes.
Well, can I say something about SNAP benefits real quick and about this whole thing? And he's a jackass, and all the states that aren't providing their money that they have too are also jackasses for not doing that. But what I have seen that actually, and I know this isn't FYI, but yes, people are coming together, and I think it's amazing. I think it's so great. I've seen everybody, let's donate to food pantries, let's donate to little free pantries, let's make sure people have food. Can we just do this all the time, please?
Absolutely.
Can we not wait for this to happen? Because we should be taking care of each other. We shouldn't have to have the SNAP benefits to go away for people to say, oh, let's donate to the food banks, or oh, let's make sure. If that's something that we're passionate and we want to take care of each other, we can't just do it when there's an emergency.
Yes.
We have to be proactive. And so the fact that everyone's panicking, if we were being proactive, it wouldn't even be that big of a panic.
Yeah.
And the only way you can get back at this whole administration and everybody else that's doing this is to take care of each other without having a panic and emergency.
Yes.
It's awful. There are people at work get it, and if you can't work, it's because they're disabled or they're retired or they're in foster care, and there's a lot of people that benefit that have no control.
Yes.
But we should be taking care of, if we have the ability as a society to do that, we should do that, and not just when it's panicky. And that's my problem too.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I mean, it's very similar to the pandemic. When the pandemic happened, everybody was looking out for each other, and then once the world opened back up, we went to just like, oh well, F you.
September 11th. I remember that. Everybody was all love, all America, all the time, and then all of a sudden it was like, I hate everybody.
It's the same thing. Even with we had the Black Lives Matter protests.
Yes.
Everybody's like, yeah, we're together, and then we were back to doing the same stuff.
Correct.
So we should always be taking care of each other.
Proactive.
We definitely have to be more proactive. But at the end of the day, we wouldn't even be in this situation if it wasn't for our jackass of the week,
right?
Mr. President Donald Trump.
And plural.
Get it together, man.
And
Craig's, as he's about to, looks like he's about to fall asleep, he's like, just get it together.
The jackasses of the week. So
yes.
So that was our jackass and jackasses of the week.
Yeah.
So do better, jackasses.
Yes.
All right. Well, moving on to a different debate. So as we talked about earlier on the show, we were talking about the different eras of hip hop and which era was the absolute best. And we were kind of chopping it up earlier during the show before we started. And we just had to save the conversation for this time because we were really getting into it.
I mean, Big T and CL Style, they're passionate. I mean, we're all passionate. I just think our passion comes from different places.
We were. So ultimately, the question we want to ask at the end, is what era do you believe was the greatest and why? But we got to talk it out first.
We
got to talk it out first. So which era do you guys think had the best rappers?
Rappers, plural, or rapper?
Rappers.
90s. I say the 90s because it was the evolution of the beginning of hip hop. So you had the 80s, it was like that weird, like 80s-esque hip hop that like kind of started the beats and started like, putting some of the hooks on.
Yeah.
But then when you come into the 90s, you have to think that who really opened up the game publicly for the whole hip hop game to begin with, and it was the rappers of the early rappers of the 90s, and every one of them changed hip hop and evolution just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So you had NWA. All of a sudden, oh wait, we can speak out against all the things that you and I were just talking about. We can go out and publicly say that, and everybody that felt that was like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
You know, and then you had the East Coast, West Coast, and everybody had their own vibe that they liked, and that became like a real big public thing because, and then of course, I mean, a lot of that came from like the gang back and forth too, and the which of the companies were the best and who you were with, and but that opened up, and that started. Then we started to speak out, not just against the police, but now we're starting to. Those rappers were starting to come out and speak about. Number one, having fun. Like you have to look at like the Snoop and the Dre's and like everything was so much fun back then, right? Like, and it was just like let's smoke. Oh, we can talk about smoking weed, and everyone's like, we're all doing it in our basement anyway, so let me just put this on and smoke weed with them, and it's public. And then you have like Tupac, who was literally just like he was talking about not just what was very much against what was happening in society, but also very much about what was happening in his own personal life, what was happening, and it took people into neighborhoods that they weren't from, and it let you have a view of that. And I think just those rappers, and then you started moving on to like the late 90s, and now we're starting to mix in some of like the club mixes and the Southern rap, and then crunk wasn't really till like the early 2000s, right? But all of that I think paved the way, in my opinion, to having the best rappers as far as what created this whole hip hop. Anyways, it was like the early evolution.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to go with it, I mean, I would definitely say the 90s, but I also would take it back just a little bit further. I mean, because if you go to the beginning of the 70s and the 80s with hip hop, they are the ones who broke the color barrier.
Correct.
For rap to even be on, TV and MTV and radio, where white radio stations and radio, TV was not playing hip hop. And then you had, Sugar Hill Gang was the first rap song to be featured on MTV, and that broke amazing barriers. And so then it transcended into what you said, like the 90s. And me personally, not because I grew up in the 90s, but 90s hip hop, it was all over TV when I was growing up as a kid. And I remember it just making me feel so proud to just be Black. You had your Queen Latifah, you had your Public Enemy, they were all sporting the HBCU gear and the kente cloth and everything. And I was like, yo, like, this is dope. This is amazing. I mean, and at one point in time, rappers were literally on every TV show in the 90s.
Yes.
From Living Single
movies,
to
TV shows, comedians. Yeah. Well, and it's funny that you say that because we come at it from a different perspective. You said it made me proud to be Black, and I got to see my culture everywhere.
Yeah.
That culture came into my life and my white world and said, wow, this is a culture I don't know anything about. Let me learn about it. I like that. Well, I didn't know what an HBCU was, but I did after, everybody's wearing all the gear, and I didn't know what it was like to live in certain neighborhoods or certain parts of it. So for you, it was like, I'm proud and this is my culture. And for me, I was like, this is a whole culture that we don't know about where I'm from. Yeah. So I think that it changed for a lot of people in different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, CL Styles?
I'm going to say the 90s and early 2000s. I think that in the 90s, you had so many great rappers, and it's also considered like the golden age of hip hop. Yeah. You got Pac, you have Biggie, you have Nas, you have Jay, you have DMX, but you also have the influx of Southern hip hop. Yeah. So you have Cash Money, you have No Limit, you have like all of these different.
Oh, and don't forget the like St. Louis, like with the Nelly, and like that was a whole different vibe and sound.
Yeah. So I feel like for me, because it went from coast to coast, now I might be a little bit biased, but the South still has it.
What was the Jacksonville vibe? Like, is that Southern? Like that was Southern. Like that was like what was down where you were from.
That was Southern.
Before the white school, it was like.
Yeah. Even while I was still at the white school,
just playing around
for sure. Even while I was.
So Southern hip hop was the influence down where you're from.
Southern hip hop, I will say, I didn't know. Not said I didn't know, but I really didn't know how big Jay-Z and all of that was until I went to New York for a summer. And when I went to New York for a summer, all they were playing was Jay-Z. So then when I came back home, I knew about Jay-Z, but then he really like.
Were you playing it for your friends? Like, hey, you have to check out this rapper from New York. Yeah. Did they know it wasn't big? Or?
No, it wasn't really known. Back then, like 99 in the South. Right. North it was. But
everybody was big pimping in New York, but nobody was big pimping in the South.
But big pimping was like that transition for him because it was with UGK.
Yeah.
UGK, Outkast, all of that is really
which is the South.
What's so crazy is like seeing UGK and Outkast like up here, like up here, it took a long time for it to click with me. So that was
it took a long time for it to click with a lot of people up here because that was not our vibe.
I was like, what is this? Like Outkast, honestly, it's like UGK. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't get put on to the. I won't say put on. I didn't start liking them until like later on in life.
Wow.
Like later on.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Like even with Big Pimpin',
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna lie. When the video would come on, that part would come on. I'll change it because I'm like,
No, I didn't change it. I didn't change
I would because it didn't click. Because I was a kid when it came out, so I didn't really.
Big T wasn't Big Pimpin' yet.
I wasn't Big Pimpin'.
He wasn't Big Pimpin'.
But I didn't understand it because it was so new and
Because
so
it was
different.
so new.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, being at that age, I was in college.
Yeah.
So that was my freshman year of college when that came out, and that was all of that was in the club.
Yeah.
And when the Southern rappers started coming into the club, that's when the whole club game changed. It changed everything. I mean, being in the club and you could hear, look at how proud he is. His smile on that Southern rap, he is like, yes. But it changed the vibe. No, don't get us wrong. We still liked our Northern rappers,
Yeah.
but
That's what it was,
it changed the game. Like,
Yes.
especially being in the club, and it almost happened overnight. Like I remember going to the club one time, and you would have never heard. I mean, we heard Diddy and all of his, or I don't know, what it was, Puff Daddy back then.
Puff Daddy.
Who knows the evolution of?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was Puffy back then.
He was rebranding.
Which one was he first? Was he Puffy or Puff Daddy?
He was
Puff Daddy.
Yeah, Puffy.
It was Puff Daddy first, wasn't it?
Well,
And then it was Puffy.
Yeah.
He shortened it. It was Puff Daddy because it was Puff Daddy. So then, like, he was there, and you had your Morton, your Jay-Z, you had all of that,
Yeah.
and then it was like overnight. Like you went to the club, and I remember it. The first one was Big Pimpin',
Mhm.
followed by then Nelly,
Yes.
and we're like, hot shit, what is
Yeah.
this? And then and you imagine just being in the club,
Yeah,
and it just like the whole club went crazy, but. Back where you're from, it probably wasn't that late. Like it probably happened a lot earlier for you guys. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
but see, and it's even dope because like, I'm pretty sure UGK was out first.
UGK
Yeah.
was out
They had
first.
Cash Money.
No limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I think for me, it was so different because even though UGK wasn't popping here, the Cash Money and No Limit were.
Mhm.
So it was like, yeah, they're from down south, but the delivery was so different.
It was so
It
different
was
than anything
so
you'd ever
different.
heard.
And it's like, so when we heard Cash Money, I'm like, okay, No Limit, okay, they from the south. But then we had this. We was like, what is this? Y'all from the south, man? We don't want to hear. Like for me, I was just like, I don't think they're from the same spot. But then it was like, they're from the south, but it was just so.
But it was a different vibe.
Yeah,
They're different vibes for sure.
And then Outkast came out. We was like, who is these?
Outkast came out, and that was like that just blew
That
everybody's
just blew
mind.
everybody's mind. We was like, who is these weird?
But I remember Outkast was like, but it was like Outkast was so interesting because it was like poppy. I don't
Yeah,
even know if that's the right word. It was like pop mixed with hip hop mixed with like
they were so experimental.
let's roll back and start talking about some of the things that are just controversial, but we're gonna make it sound like it's fun.
Yeah.
like
Because I remember when they got in trouble for the Rosa Parks song,
That-
and then Bombs Over Baghdad. It was like, whoa.
I remember sitting in the club and Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
Rosa Parks comes out. I'm like, I'm listening to it. Like,
Yeah.
how are we all shaking our ass to Rosa Parks? Like, what?
Push that bus.
I know.
She moved to
Literally,
the back of the bus.
literally, that was like the club had a whole dance.
Yeah.
There was a whole. You were in the club and you were in a college club, and there was a whole like dance to it back. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like I can't. I still to this day will never dance to that song. So I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But it was just on a beat, and it was a happy beat, but it was talking about like this controversial history, which I get it, celebrating of your, or I get it, it's
Yeah, yeah.
honoring
Yeah.
the culture, but in this way that I was like, is that offensive? Like, should
Yeah. But I think it was offensive not because of the song title and the lyrics, but then too, like, you don't really realize it's honoring her because you're so focused on the beat, and then you hear push that bus, move to the back. Like, what are we talking about?
Yes.
So like because the hook is so catchy, but once you listen to the lyrics, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
they were really paying homage to Rosa
Like
Parks,
if you turn the beat off and you just read the lyrics, and
yes.
I will not gonna lie, I had to.
Yeah.
And it was before we had phones, so I had to go and I had to like get on my AOL
Get
search
lyrics.com.
engine. Yes, and I was like, let me pull this up because what? Why are people in the club dancing to this?
Yeah.
But when you go back and read it, you're like, wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So my next question is: so if you listen to albums, and if you do not, that's whatever. But who do you think had the best album from start to finish when it comes to a rap album?
Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Hmm.
And that's to me that song I could listen to that top to bottom.
Really?
Yes. And it's probably because that was one of that and Dr. Dre, The Chronic were probably, those were the two that like when I first started listening to hip hop in the basement, hiding from the parents.
Yeah.
Those two were the ones that we would listen to from top to bottom. So for me, that's just nostalgic.
Yeah.
Do I think it's the best one overall? I don't know. I'd really have to honestly go back and look because I'm not
Yeah.
really an album kind of girl. I'm a song kind of girl.
Yeah.
But if I was going to pick an out, I can listen to those top to bottom, both of those.
Yeah. Man, I will go with either Nelly's Nellyville.
That's a good one too.
That's so good.
I could do that one too.
And I would go with I think I just had Ludacris, Chicken and Beer.
That was a good.
That we
Yeah.
talked about. You like
That's-
that?
I
That's
love
your.
that.
That was the one you
That's
got in
what I
trouble
got
for. I remember that.
Yeah, those are my two. And I think for me, you know, with Nellyville, it was that cross of like, you can tell Nelly was like switching lanes
Yes.
between like rap and then pop
Yep.
and then R&B. And I just like that he was so versatile. Like, it wasn't like country grammar was straight country grammar.
Yes.
But then you had Nellyville was like, you had your It's Getting Hot in Here.
Yes.
Then Now You in Love with Dilemma.
Yeah.
Then you
Oh, I
come
love
on
that
with
song.
Pimp Juice. And then you get real ratchet with what is it? With Tip Drill. So it was like a
He had a whole night. He had the whole night planned out on that album. You could listen to it. You could just go through all the motions of the night.
You're going through all the most.
You're gonna be in love.
Yeah.
You're gonna be getting the tip drill. You're gonna be hot in here.
here, taking them clothes
Yeah,
off. Yeah.
all of it.
And then with Ludacris's Chicken and Beer, man, I think for me, one, it was the first, I wasn't old enough to buy it, but that was when I got in trouble for it. And I
You were old enough to sneak it.
Yeah, I didn't. Here's the thing, though, and I've said this before on the show. I never understood why my grandparents never looked at the CD like it said parental advisory on it.
Yeah.
And why did Best
Oh
Buy
my God,
let
all
me-
the parental values.
Yeah, and why did Best Buy let me purchase
They
the
don't
album
give a shit.
without a dog? They were just like, oh, okay, whatever. But for me, Chicken and Beer was just so good because I love Ludacris. His flow is different.
Yeah.
His wordplay is different. He's animated. Like, it was really one of the first rappers like I really like gravitated towards. Like, let me buy a whole rap album and check this out.
Yeah.
And it was so dope. And
How old were you?
it depends on when it came
It
out.
was like 12.
Maybe about 12.
About 12.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. So
Maybe 13.
somewhere in there, yeah. So it was like one of the first like rap albums that like I really like locked in with. And I was like, yo, this Luda album, I'm a fan. So yeah, no,
Luda's like I'm hot and cold on Luda. I mean, there's some
Yeah.
Luda that I'm like, I don't think I could listen to a whole album.
I could. I mean, I
Yeah.
will listen to Luda's later stuff.
Yeah,
Later on in the years, I was like, okay,
he's trying too hard
yeah.
at this point.
And he needed, and I think by that point we had got exhausted of Luda, and he needed to take a break. He
Right.
was just like, take
Because
time off.
Yeah, because I feel like the later stuff he wasn't very versatile. It all just kind of it runs together in my head.
I
I'm just
felt like
kind
the
of like,
music wasn't very good for him.
that's true. That's right.
I would probably say, I got 3. I'd probably say Lil Wayne and Carter.
How did I forget about
I forgot about that one.
Lil Wayne?
T.I. Urban Legend.
Yeah.
And
Oh, T.I.
Easy Love Motivation 101.
Oh man, you brought some
Okay.
good ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Flawless.
I'm
You always wanted
gonna
to be in the
Wayne.
trap.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Doesn't
All
he-
3.
You just don't strike me as the trap type, but your music taste is starting to make me think different. I don't know.
What were you doing down in Jackson?
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Yeah, he was. Hey, remind me, I got a nice little picture of CL Styles having a good old time in Jacksonville. I had to take a little picture of it on my phone. We can make a shirt out of it
We
if you like.
should.
We will.
Maybe we should all make shirts.
We should. They all make shirts.
Of the years of pictures.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have any of me, so it'll be fine.
We can probably find one.
Well, I'm sure we can.
I'm sure you probably could.
Uh,
I actually did I just took a picture of like I was like one of my middle school dances
Really?
to show my kids. Yeah, I was going through pictures this weekend.
Maybe we should do like an embarrassing picture like exchange where we pick like a name.
Picture exchange.
And then we have
Like
to-
instead of gifts, we're just
Yeah.
gonna give you a big.
And then
I
we-
want you.
and then we-
Hey, if I get you, I want the same thing. We all want the same.
I already know what I want. No offense, baby.
But if
I want
hey, I don't care. Listen,
No, didn't.
I don't care.
No, didn't. Pause.
Hey, I don't care. You know what I want if you get that picture. We want the same thing.
She
Yes,
want
we
a
do.
shirt.
We want shirts.
Yeah.
Y'all, is this gonna be one of them things where I think we all got an embarrassing picture of each other and y'all got the same one of me?
Yes.
No, it's fine.
And you're looking at me like that's exactly what
I don't need to have the picture. If he has the picture, we can handle it. But I guess
Yes.
what? I already got one of Craig. I might just roll up in the shirt and he might be on it.
All I'm saying is Christmas
Next
is
show.
coming up soon.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Big
I
T.
won't even be here, so there's that.
Well, you'll be
Okay.
back.
I'll be
Exactly.
under a coconut tree.
No, you'll be back.
Right.
You'll be back. Anyways, now that we know that CL likes trap music,
I love it.
no, I'm gonna. I forgot. See, this is
Yeah.
now you've thrown a whole thing in here.
Yeah, don't forget about that. Come on with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was gonna go more recent, I would say like in this. It's not even this decade. In my head, it's still the 2000s. I mean, This century.
It's the
This
2020s
century.
now.
Yes.
I would. Wayne the Carter. That's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Urban Legend was flawless.
You
Love
just threw
Motivation
some stuff in there. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. All right. So past that, now let's go ahead and let's talk about which era changed the game. So which era do you think built the most icons?
Ooh.
I think, here's what I think. I think the 90s era paved the way to build the most icons in the 2000 to 2010. I think they paved the way to then open up the game. And I think the best rappers that were built and developed was like 2000 to 2010. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like you said, the 90s era set the tone.
Because a lot of them were the producers.
Yes.
And running their companies.
And how you know that they changed the game. A lot of rappers from the 90s are still making music to this day.
To this day.
To this day.
They just were in a Super Bowl 2 years ago. And think about how many people from the 90s and early 2000 era, and it broke TV.
Yes.
Yeah. It did. And I'll say this, two things. I got one more album. I'm sorry.
Is it also trappy?
Well, it's a flawless album.
Guilty.
I'm gonna go 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay, you know what? Honestly,
Flawless.
no, you're right.
Flawless.
Yeah.
I will agree with that too.
Yeah, flawless.
You know what? I feel like the ones that you're picking, they're all from just like a different era. Yeah, that one was.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
yeah. And I will say with the 2000 rappers to piggyback off of what you said, their lineage is still big because they produce rappers from like 2010s
to
2020s. Like
so, it's almost like that's just how hip hop rolls because
Yes.
it's like they're producing, then they're the owners and producers, and now I don't know what this generation of hip hop's going to produce.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm gonna go back to country music
It's
or something.
very interesting. Name one artist who you think from any era shifted the culture permanently. Any
Eminem.
artist.
I think Eminem did, and here's why. And I think it's because he came out. For me, it was the lyricism. I think it made it so that the lyricism that he came out with, the words, people were like, how can you even put that in a song?
Yeah.
How can you even do that? And I think his evolution was interesting. And I think he obviously does produce and has developed other people. But I think that shifted a different type of game. Because I think of it shifted it to like the more, I don't want to say poetic. Tupac was poetic.
Yes.
He was a lyricist. So and that I think I don't know. That's one of them.
Yeah. Honestly, not even from a lyrical
I think you got too close. It said get away from me.
My bad. I think from a lyrical standpoint, I'm not even going to say that. I'll take that back. From a business standpoint, I say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z too, yeah.
Jay-Z taught people how to not just be about the music, but how to make money off the music.
Yes.
And what you need to do outside of the music.
Well, and hold on. When you talk about Jay-Z, but then and yes, I don't disagree. He's a billionaire, right?
Yes.
Like. And we don't speak of this name nowadays.
Yes.
But what was Diddy doing? You know what I mean? And before Jay-Z.
I mean that.
Yeah, I think he shifted the game before Jay-Z shifted the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he turned it into
but the thing is though is that Diddy was already doing that before Jay-Z. I think for me, Jay-Z going from the streets, now being in the
to turning it around,
to turn around. Like that's a whole totally different kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Diddy looked like he wanted to be from, I don't know, was he from the streets? He seemed like he was probably from a suburb somewhere.
I don't know if he was from the suburbs, but he did go to Howard University.
But before that, but do we even know where Diddy was? Where did he come from? But where?
That's Google.
Yeah, because I feel like
Mount Vernon.
I don't know. This is your state, another state of yours.
No, that's New York.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I know that. Oh, wait. Oh, from Harlem. Okay, so he was from Harlem. Okay.
Yeah.
So
his birthday was yesterday.
Well, happy birthday in prison. I heard you're working in the laundry room now. I hope you do good laundry, and I hope all the laundry detergent smell good for your birthday.
Happy belated, Diddy.
Happy belated birthday, Diddy.
Ooh, I will say, if I had to say somebody that shifted the game,
I think it's his. I think it's actually Craig. I think he's cuddling his mic closely.
Because I'm all good.
Yeah, I'm good here. I think it's your mic.
Okay. Is that better?
No, you're really, pull it closer to you, but don't hug it.
Okay.
Don't cuddle it.
I'll say if I had to go with someone who changed the game, and I know it's going to be, people might not say it, but I'm going to say T.I. He created trap music.
Yeah, he did.
He created a whole genre. that a lot of rappers have played into. So I'm gonna have to go T.I. He doesn't get his flowers like that, but
no, I agree with you.
Trap
And he also a businessman.
and he's definitely
And a businessman, and that would make sense for you because of your Southern love of Southern hip hop.
yeah.
Because that was kind of the icon in the South, right?
Yeah.
Like that he was that guy,
Yeah,
the
he
Atlanta
Yeah,
hip hop
Atlanta.
scene.
Mhm. Yep,
I agree.
that's how I go too.
That's good.
Shout out to T.I., man.
These questions are so hard because everybody brings up a good point. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's talk about culture up the charts real quick. So, which era had the best style and which era had the worst style?
Ooh.
Oh wait, are we just 90s, 2000s, or can we roll it back to the 80s?
So, 2010s, 2022.
era.
I mean, I think anything in the 80s sucked for style. I mean, you can't even tell.
The 80s?
You can't even tell me. Remind me after the show, and I'm going to show you a nice little shirt I wore in the 80s, and it looked like it's awful.
Was it a Gordon Gartrell?
I don't know what that means. No, it was. I was like 8.
Okay.
The worst style, though, I'm going to say 80s, but beyond the everybody sucked in the 80s.
I'm going to say anything from 2007, 6, 7,
Mhm.
6, 7.
Clearly, you work in a school of children.
Ooh,
I thought I could get away from this coming here.
You see that I jumped out?
Yeah.
You didn't do the little dance though.
I know.
Mhm.
Man.
Anything from 2006 or 7 with the baggy jeans where you had on
Not even on. It was on your knees,
Yeah.
and your whole boxers were out.
like you said you had on shorts, but they looked like a pair of pants.
But wait,
Or
you
they
had
like
7
briefs.
pairs of shorts on.
Yeah.
No, not just one. It was like you had your boxer briefs, and then your boxers, and then you had your
The baggy
sweatpants
shorts.
underneath your
Yeah.
baggy, and then the jeans. They weren't even on you. They were on your knee.
And do y'all also remember, I don't know, Perry, if you did this, did y'all ever used to do the thing where you would have on like 2 t-shirts?
Yes. Yes. And then that's with the colors. Yeah,
Wait,
absolutely,
what?
We did.
So like if you had on a pair of like shoes that had on red and white,
Oh, yeah.
you would have on a red t-shirt and a white t-shirt.
Oh yeah, you had to.
Hey, look, and you know, they got
Sweaty.
creative and started doing the T-shirt that had the white and then
Yeah.
the red collar,
Yeah.
just in case. Yeah,
Oh, those were awful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those were awful. The different colored collar with the I couldn't
Yeah.
do it. That I'm a big no on that one.
Not knowing that like walking around sweaty as hell.
Yep.
I didn't know. I thought the undershirt was to catch the sweat, so you didn't get the overshirt.
It was just for fashion
just for
purposes.
It was horrible.
Well, and you know how I feel about whatever era the tag in the jeans that stays there was.
Mhm.
When that started, that's the worst era. I think it was
Or-
around that time.
Yeah.
It was like 2006,
Or
7.
with the hat.
I said it too.
The tag on the hat too.
with the
Oh,
with the
the
hood,
sticker.
with the brim, like how you
Oh
got
my
with
God.
the brim on it. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
are you
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about with
yeah.
the sticker and then the tag? Like,
Well, no, I'm talking
Like,
about how
you
he
get
has
like
that hat
oh,
with
with
like
the
that little
little
brim.
plastic
Yeah.
thing?
Oh, you like the brim
Yeah,
hat?
with what you got. You know what I'm talking
Oh, yeah.
about.
That was probably around that same time
Yeah,
too.
it was.
Why?
It was.
Why were we leaving on tags on beanies and stickers on hats? And
Yeah.
I don't know either. That was bad.
That was just a horrible time. Man.
I think I honestly the best time I think was the late 90s and early 2000s because it evolved. The early 90s was not good. That was like 80s.
Mhm.
Maybe mid 90s.
Mid-90s.
I'm gonna go mid 90s, like 95,
96.
95 to 97.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you know it was good because it's circling back.
Because
Yes.
everything circles back though. I mean, the 80s tried to come back.
And the 2000s.
Wait,
I
no,
think that's
no,
the only one that
no.
did
But
for
you
real.
you say that, but just wait because it will. It'll come.
Well,
People are gonna
I
start.
won't be wearing it.
Yeah, you
It will
will.
come back. It'll
No,
come back.
people are winning now for like costume parties. Like,
Mhm.
come to this 2000s party. Like, you know.
But you know what? But
Listen,
they did it for 90s too, though.
but we're wearing 90s fashion now just to wear it. No one is going around wearing 5-inch jeans right now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we outside. No.
Not yet, because we're still in the 90s era.
No, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know you're old when your era starts to become a costume thing.
I've been old.
That's
They've been having 80s and 90s parties forever.
Yeah.
This shirt I'm wearing right now was literally bought for a 90s party.
well, and guess what? Now I have seen kids this era
That will wear this.
No, I've seen them do like 2000 themes party.
Yeah,
They've been doing that. And
you
I'm
have
And
to.
I'm like, what are y'all doing? They're like, oh, we got to walk around like these baggy jeans and 5X.
Yeah, they
shirts. I'm
do.
like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
It was this 5X shirts for me.
It
That was
a lot.
that was awful.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
I love
Show us your body.
But do y'all remember like the Kanye glasses where it had like the lines?
I do.
I hate
Oh God.
You remember the belt
Kanye
buckles
anything.
that had the light on
up.
it? You get from the kiosk, got them all.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Oh,
I wanted
what
one.
year was that?
That was like 2007.
You know why I remember that? Because I wanted one because Pretty Ricky had them on the video, and I was like, I want one.
Yeah.
I never got one.
What was I do remember those, but I at this time I was birthing and raising children at this stage in my life, so I don't it was like people just lit it up
No, so you would go to the kiosk,
Okay.
it's a belt buckle, and
like a buckle, you
Like-
bought the buckle or the whole belt.
it came with the belt.
Okay.
And it had like a LED screen on it, and on the back
Oh.
you would type in like what you wanted the screen to say.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. How many people? I want to know. Let me type when this fashion comes back. Can I type your belt buckle? Because I just want to make all sorts of messages. I want to put. So I want to type some stuff.
I don't know if that one coming back, Amy.
It might.
Yeah, we had some stuff, but you're right.
I'm
it
not
all
gonna lie to
repeats
you.
itself,
I
though.
thought like for a long time there was a lot of things that came back, like, and there are some that didn't, but like. I mean, I've through the 80s and 90s, there has been some stuff that's come back. And I'm like, how is that coming back? And it's back.
Yeah.
And it might be back.
It might come back. It might come back.
they-
It repeats itself.
It comes back a little bigger and better though. Like I feel like every time it repeats itself, it comes back a little bit better.
Yeah.
So it might not just be a full. You could get a whole flat screen on your belt buckle at this point.
Yeah.
Why we good?
You just type in something on there. You can put a whole movie on your belt buckle.
Oh, iPad.
Oh, you could have
Yeah.
the iPad belt. I think you heard it here. You heard it here on Mud Talk.
The iPad
Kids
belt
start wearing
buckle.
iPads on their belt buckle.
Mhm.
Apple, we want the royalties from that when
Yeah,
you
I do.
start marketing this.
Yes,
The iPad belt buckle.
Yeah, heavy belt.
All right, so let's talk about controversy real quick. So, do you think social media either helped or hurt hip hop?
Ooh.
I think that social media, I think that it helped because it was able to spread it. It
Mhm.
was able to spread music. You can
Mhm.
create music quickly, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go through a record label to be able to create a song,
Right.
and you can be an instant success.
Yeah,
But I also think that it kind of hindered it as well because it took away the mystique of what an entertainer was. You
Correct.
wouldn't necessarily see it,
Yeah.
like that, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think social media, I agree with you. I think it definitely helped. It has helped because it has gotten people out there. I can, even if I go and get a record producer, or just something produced, I can put it out there
Mhm.
and I can have my followers follow it. I can go viral. And I think people can hear different styles. Where I think it hurt was I think everybody thought that they could be a rapper.
yes,
And I think that's a problem because not everybody's a rapper.
Mhm.
And then you have these beats that are being played and people are rapping in their bathrooms and it's not good. And they're not rapping about anything meaningful. It's just I want clout, I want likes, I want views. So I'm just going to go out there, I'm going to pick a beat and I'm just going to just start talking.
Yes.
And it means nothing. And maybe that's just how rap is now. And maybe I honestly probably sound so old. Like I guarantee you that if a student or a child listens to this, they're like, you're so old. But I think that hurt it because I think it took away not just the mystique, but it took away like the meaning and the background behind why rap is so good.
yeah.
It was like Andy Milonakis. You remember who Andy
Yes,
Milonakis?
Yes. Yes.
I forgot all about him.
Yeah, Andy Milonakis.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely feel like social media has helped. Like, it's made hip hop be more mainstream.
Yeah.
And I think that it has helped people, songs that it's helping promote their songs better.
Yes.
Because we don't have, unfortunately, TRL and 106 in Park and those shows where people
Right.
go to promote their music. But it also hurt, like you said, anybody and everybody can be famous
Yes.
now. You just
Or they think they think they can. Yeah.
But I mean, perfect example is Ice Spice. Ice Spice became famous
Yeah.
because of TikTok.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you are making, and no shade towards Ice Spice, she's cool. But my thing is, you can definitely tell the difference between the era of artists that had to go onto TRL and 106
Yeah.
Park, and they had media training
Yes.
and performances.
Correct.
Production. You can tell the difference versus the Ice Spices of the world that. Yeah, they look good on social media and TikTok, but then when it's time for them to go on stage and perform, they have no stage.
People are like, what the hell am I
Like,
watching
what
right
am I
now?
watching?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think social media helped in some ways, but it definitely has hurt. And then you have some artists like their songs were put out 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then social media, TikTok catches on to a trendy TikTok.
Mhm.
And next thing you know, it's back on the
Well, and it's so funny because like my kids or my students will start like, have you heard this song? I'm like, I was your age when this song came out. Like, this is not new.
Yeah.
And I think that has helped. I think that it brings back for the
closes
former
the gap.
artists. Yeah, it does close the gap. And the same thing happens with like hooks, right? I had a student in my office and when I was, they did, have you heard this song?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. They're like, that beat. I'm like, that beat came from, and I would play the original song and they're like, no way.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. So I think that does help too, is it takes these older songs and, you know, with obviously the permission of the artist and things
Yeah.
like it just, they kind of are remaking it. But then like and so when you can hear the old song, now kids are like, oh, I'm hip to the old song. And I think that does help.
I will also say too, I think that COVID helped as well
Mhm.
with verses, like with the versus
Yeah.
battles, because it's
That's where it came from.
Yeah, it helped bring back like the older rappers, you know, songs and the streams go up and stuff
Right.
like that as well.
Yeah.
As well as TikTok.
And I think people like it because it does bring back the old vibes. And I think where it hurt was that we don't have the 106 in Parks and we don't have the TRLs because we don't. And that was a time where it made the hip hop meaningful. And I think all of now we have instant access to anything.
Yeah.
So we can't look forward to like, let me sit down and watch TRL and see what's hot.
Yeah.
And that, I think that is, it hurt. It does hurt.
Yeah. I mean, and it also hurts too because you don't have, the artist can't go, not even just promote it, but they can't give the backstory
Correct.
to the song. And so I just know, like me as a kid, when I would watch 106 and hear artists talk about like, well, this song means blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you watch the song in the video, you're like, oh, okay. Like, I like
Now
it.
I know why you
Now I
did
know
that.
why you
Yeah.
did that. But now it's like, you don't have that. And so I feel like we could be in a really good spot if we had a hybrid of 106
Yes.
and social media, because of the
Mhm.
simple fact it will push our social media artists, our TikTok artists, to have some media,
Have some meaning.
and some meaning and some stage presence, but
Mhm.
you can still be popular on social media and TikTok. And so I kind of wish we would get that. And it doesn't have to be us sitting down and watching 2 hours of music videos.
No.
Whether it's a good little hour of a show and you showing the clip and you go on and you perform and you talk about your album and do whatever, fine. It just needs to be some type of.
I think we're headed in that
Something.
direction.
I
I
really
do.
do.
I think we're headed in that direction because I think that now that people realize that we can use social media to our benefit, I think that you want the quick stuff, right? So TikTok,
Yes.
you're going to get your quick video. I'm going to hear you, and then I'm going to go seek it out. And you watch people watching a lot of like YouTube documentaries, and it's the backstory behind it.
Yes.
And those documentaries are really starting to become super popular
Yeah.
because I think what you said, it's explaining the backstory behind
Yeah.
things. And so I think that we are getting to that hybrid.
Yeah.
I hear you on TikTok. I go and look up your documentary on YouTube, and now I can see what's going on.
Yeah, and it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be 2 hours of sitting down.
Yeah.
Because nobody's watching live TV anymore. But,
No.
it can definitely be a TRL 106 in part that you can stream, and they put out episodes every day,
Yeah.
week, or whatever. Or if you want to, I mean, they do it like Netflix. If you want to record a season of TRL
Yeah.
and put it on, Netflix or Hulu or YouTube, whatever, just so like it's still accessible. Like, yeah, I
Right.
don't have to sit down and watch it every day for 2 hours, but I can watch it when I want to.
But the purpose would have to be a little bit different because if you're doing that, it's like when people are going to do it at will, and it's not going to be as like urgent. Like, remember when you were watching it and then this video came in, you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
You're not going to have that because you're watching. It's not like live. It's not popping in your living
Yeah.
room after school when you two were having your second grade snacks or whenever this was happening. But it would be for a different purpose, and it would be to understand the background. I'm here for that hybrid.
I'm here for it too.
Mhm.
And I don't, like I said, it doesn't need to be where a countdown of videos from 5 to 1. If you
Right.
want to say, hey, on this episode of 106 in Park, we have Megan Thee Stallion who's going to come on and show her new video, and we're going to ask her about it. She's going to perform. You have a couple little segments in between, and boom, that's 106.
Can we just add like a little bit of the MTV Cribs in there? Because I just want to see where they live too. I miss that show.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a great show.
yeah, I would definitely watch like a hybrid version of 106 material. And
Yeah.
it's not nothing long. Even if you want to show a different video here and there, but I think 106 material would be like each episode will be focusing on just
On an
that
artist. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not watching.
Nobody's watching videos. I can't even watch a whole music video.
Yeah, when I'm on YouTube, it depends. Like if I'm on YouTube, I'm only watching the music video because it has popped up in like my Instagram or somebody's talking about it. But I'm not.
And you've clicked on it to
and you
go.
clicked on it to go watch it. But I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't sit back and watch.
I mean, I watched the whole gas station song video earlier with you. I did.
Okay, so that would be video number 10. Would you watch 9 more?
What?
9 more videos.
No.
Exactly.
No, I only watched that because I heard the song on the radio and it talks about finding love at the gas station.
And you know what's crazy? Back on 106.
I thought you were going to say, well, you know what's crazy? I found some love at the gas station.
Nah, but you know what's crazy though? On 106 in Park, it literally, you were watching the same videos every day though.
Yes.
Like if you think about
Yes,
it, like,
you were.
You know what Bow Wow was like #1 for
Yes.
36 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's almost like it was the TV version of when you are on the radio. Like think about the radio. You hear 10 songs.
Yep.
Really, honestly, they cycle through. My son and I always laugh because every time we get in the car, was it Glorilla? He's like, why is Glorilla always on in your car? And if I'm listening to the radio, it cycles through like the 10 songs. That's what that did. It was just the video version of it.
And that's not even counting it being on 106 in Park. There were so many other shows. It probably was on
the MTV video. There was in the MTV
TRL, Hits from the Streets. It probably was on something. So you probably watched that Bow Wow video at least 7 times.
But they had to. That's how they got their word out and how they made their money.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, speaking of getting the word out, do you think the streaming era has made artists better or lazier?
Lazier. I think it's lazier because back in the day you had to work with the producer or you had to come up with your own beat. You had, and where now you can literally, like I have some people in my life that think they're rappers and they can go, I could make a rap right now. I could go to ChatGPT and be like, write me a rap about this. And I could go over here to your free SoundCloud, pull up my beat and I could rap it in my bathroom.
Yeah.
And that's, and I don't think that's as hard as it was to find the producer. Here's my song. Let's write a beat together, or let me have a beat, or let me take this beat and let me see how it inspires me to then now have this song. And I think, and then I have to go to the studio. We have to record. Now we have to go and advertise on all of these shows, and I have to work for it. And I think it just makes it so much more meaningful, and that you have to work hard for it.
I agree. What you think?
I
I truly believe that I think it has made it them lazier. I definitely do. Like you said, artists back then, they had to get up and go to the radio station. They may be going to 2-3 radio stations in one day.
That's a good point too.
You got to go to 106, and after they got to go to TRL. Matter of fact, you probably got to perform on both shows.
Yeah.
So you probably had to do these rehearsals for hours at a time,
which made it look better.
Mm-hmm. And then guess what? The day my album's dropping, now I got to go to Best Buy and do an autograph signing. So there were just so many moving parts. Where in social media, you can really put your song out. You can make you a TikTok or Instagram video and say, go get my album today. And you go viral, you make money. And here's what it is. And I think maybe it also isn't, do we need to plug it? Yeah, we need to plug it in. Sorry, we're just winging it over here. Is that it? That wasn't that like a Glade commercial? Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember that on the hip hop list. No. I think maybe, I don't even know if lazy, would you say? So they were talking about a different kind of plug.
Well, there's lots of plugs we could talk about.
Yeah,
but I think that I don't even know if lazier is the right word. The connection.
Yeah.
The connection's not there because everything that you just said is why we have so much fond memories. This is why we can talk about this for hours, because we have that connection.
Yeah.
And when you have these just streaming people, how connected are you to like your last TikTok rapper that you saw?
Yeah. I feel like the artists that we grew up with, like it's almost like you know them.
Yes.
Like I feel like I know Nelly and Ludacris personally, even though I don't. But then when it comes to, artists, streaming artists or TikTok artists, whatever, you don't know them personally because you don't get to see them unless they're on social media.
I think for our generation, that's accurate. But when you think about the younger generation, like I think about my kids, I think about my little brother, I think about how influential and how much people really do feel connected, because not only are they streaming their songs, but I can take you and I can take you into my life and everything is right here, right now, online. So I think a lot of people, like the younger kids, feel connected. I think that's why, think about the what is it? The O Block in Chicago where Dirk and Von and all them came out of, like that.
They were all crying when that happened.
They were crying because they were connected. And if you go and watch like the YouTube documentaries, which I have watched my share of them because my little brother loves them, and I would do his hair and he would put them on. And when you watch them, you do feel. I can see where a young person in this generation would feel like they're super connected, but they would feel disconnected from our people because we just got it in a different way.
Yeah.
They can go into their, like I said, you can. I can tell you, I don't even know where O Block project housing is in Chicago, but I can tell you what it looks like. I can tell you where you can find, because of all these documentaries, you feel like you've been there. Yeah. And I think you can look at some of the behavior that the younger kids are doing, and not saying that we weren't back in the day too, because I think all of it inspired that. But I think that they just take you into their lives so much that I think a younger generation would think that they know these rappers better.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
I
know.
feel it. Yeah. I don't know. All right.
What do you think?
I think, okay, I'm going to come from a different perspective.
From the South.
Yeah, I'm going to come from a different perspective.
Oh, he said, fuck that hat.
It's getting hot.
Okay.
In her.
It is getting hot in her.
Hot in her.
Hot in her.
Oh,
That was painful.
I think that I will say this. I think the way that we consume things from when we were growing up as opposed to now, like it's such a quick generation.
Yes.
We didn't have GPS. We didn't have
No.
GPT. So, they get their stuff quick. I will say, I think that streaming, I think that it was a twofold. I think that there was the rappers that we enjoyed that had to get on the wave of streaming, right?
Yes.
Because it was a bit more archaic
Yeah.
the way that we did it, right? The budget, all of that, it was a bit more archaic and it took them a little bit more time to get adjusted to it.
I agree.
I think that it helps now because it expedites getting the word out.
Yeah.
I will say, as far as streaming, as far as like the connection piece,
Yeah.
I think because we grew up in a certain area, we might not get connected to the artists like how we would back in the day.
Yeah.
But I think that it works now because I don't think that the kids now would be able to do it.
No. No. And I think, and they're connected now because that's how they connect.
Yeah, they-
Everything's online.
Yeah.
Think about it. Their friends are online.
It is.
Yeah.
They put these headsets on and that's how they hang out. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, and I think the other thing when it comes to streaming, though, it allows artists to not necessarily be locked into a contract that's not good.
Yeah.
It allows them to create an independent label. So,
Yeah.
for instance, Sierra's doing really amazing right now, but she was locked into a contract where her record label didn't want to promote her music as much because they felt like she had her time. So she got away from that and she started her own record label, but she did that because of streaming. And now she doesn't have to wait for a record label to say, hey, we're going to put out your album or we're not going to put it out. She's like, F that. I'm going to upload it to streaming platforms. And then what I think is so dope is that she grew up in that era of like,
Yep.
I still got to do the boots on the ground, the groundwork, but she transcended to the streaming era.
Yes.
Because we all had our music on the first iPhone and the iPod and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
iPod. I forgot about the
That's
iPod.
hard, man. Can't forget
You feel
about
me?
that.
So she was
Yeah.
part. So she was in between the two eras, and so she's able to be a hybrid and say, hey, I know how to do the groundwork the old-fashioned way, but let me also utilize this tool to where I can upload my own music to streaming platforms. I don't have to worry about a record label saying, Sierra, this album's not that good. We go back and do it. She's like, no, this is my best work, and now I can upload it to streaming platforms and myself and not have to wait on nobody else to do it.
And I think what's really cool too, and since we're speaking about Sierra, is that Russell Wilson went to go and purchase all of her masters for real, and got or even got her out of a contract. It was one of them like that.
He got it so that she could have all of the
that's dope,
royalties.
Man. He purchased those masters. So shout out to Russell.
Shout out to him.
I mean, that's his boo. Of course.
Yeah. All right. So last question before we close out this portion of the show. So if hip hop ended today and only one era could represent the culture forever, which one y'all locking in with?
As much as I like 90s, I'm going to go 2000, 2010.
Yeah, I'm a rock with the 2000s.
I'm rocking with the 2000s too.
Yeah.
Just because,
With the 2000s.
yeah, just because, we have songs in the 90s that if I, with me being a DJ, of course, it gets the crowd hype, but there's literally like no misses.
There's no misses.
Anytime that I've DJ or anytime I've been to a party or a club or whatever, even now as an adult, every DJ I know goes straight to the
2000s.
And you still had those 90s artists in the 2000s.
In the 2000s, yeah. And it's more versatile.
Yes.
Not saying that 90s wasn't, because it started to become, but that 2000, like you said, you have your Southern, you have your East Coast, West Coast, you have your crunk, you have your trap, you have, and that was before it. We didn't even talk about mumble rap era. That needs to disappear.
Or snap rap.
What's that?
The snap rap,
No.
Snap rap, franchise boys.
Oh, that's what we
D4A.
talked about the crunk era.
Oh yeah, the crunk era. I said that.
We call it the snap.
That's why I'm like Snapchat.
We're from into the north. We call it crunk.
The crunk era.
But but like that mumble rap, I can't deal with that. But That was a bad. Where was
like
that?
2016.
That was that was a bad time.
Whenever like the Migos started to come around and Future and what was his name? The guy that was like Panda designer.
Oh yeah.
But you know what though? The 2010s
had some heat.
I think that was when they tried to start moving in the EDA. What is it? Oh, Fetty Wap.
2010s, I will say is the most slept on rap.
I agree with you.
Decade,
but it faded real fast. Like I think it went from like 2010 to like 2013, and then we were done. Like okay, we've had enough.
I do. It was a very short era. I do remember that. Like
it was good.
It was a great time because I'm telling you. Like Wiz Khalifa and you had Fetty Wap, Travis Porter. Oh my!
I still want 2000 to 2010.
I will too. I mean, absolutely.
But can we just like? Well, I'll just throw in a little bit of like the 10 to 12s.
Yeah, man.
I will too. Dibble, a little bit of dibble and dabble in there because I definitely have like a whole playlist of like 2010s. I mean, like Waka Flocka and Roscoe Dash, Swag Surf, and you know, some Jeezy was still in there. Fetty Wap, Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is Drake a rapper?
He can be the one.
That's a whole other show. We could do that.
He's versatile.
With all them lawsuits, you better.
Well,
Drake, get your life together.
Yeah, I mean Kendrick was out. I mean, it was
2010s has some stuff, man.
But that's included in the decade 2000 2010. That
I would definitely say 2020 until 2016. I'm only saying because Fetty Wap came out around that time.
Correct. Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
You said the 16 to 20, 2016 to 20,
2010 to 2016.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It was about a good 6 years.
Absolutely.
Yes. Then it's, at that point, I don't know. We're waiting.
Yes.
We're still waiting.
When Obama was not in office, that's when music went back.
Well, you know what? I think maybe our jackass of the week ruined that too. You ruined hip hop. I don't know how, but I'm gonna blame you for that too.
Wait a minute, because then Trump was in office after that, wasn't he?
Yes, he ruined hip hop. Add that to the jackass of the week.
2020.
We can't have shit.
No, not even.
No
good music.
No good hip hop.
A
pandemic. No health.
No health care. Just nothing. Damn it.
Jinx. Is it my
jackass?
Jackass. All right, man.
Since we're just winging it, is that charging? Okay, I just want to make sure.
All right. So, well, we're not done with that yet because Miss Amy has our this or that questions, her hip hop edition. But I think we pretty much all agree that the 2000s.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, there we go.
Okay.
All right, Miss Amy, what you got for us?
All right. Well, you know I got to start with Tupac versus Biggie.
Pac.
I'm wearing a Biggie jersey, but it is actually Pac. Why did you say Biggie?
I don't know, man. Like Biggie was just a lyricist. Like his music was just to me better. I think what Pac would kind of turn me off is that he kind of like switched up his style. Like he was very woke when he came out, and then next thing you know, he was talking about I'll F your bitch. And
well, he was going through something. Maybe he wanted to F somebody's person. Let him. You know what? It provided for a fantastic battle back and forth between him and Biggie, and well, I mean,
but it was so.
Because didn't he F his wife?
That's what they said.
Yeah, we don't know. Allegedly F Biggie's wife.
It was so unprovoked for no reason.
I never understood that because if you're gonna F somebody's wife, it takes two to F. So
she wasn't exactly innocent.
Is that right? I mean, it was okay. All right, who's the GOAT? Jay-Z versus Nas.
I'm gonna go.
I like that. Cool.
I'm gonna go NASDAQ. I love Jay-Z, but I'm gonna go nasty Nas. Just because I'll say this, Nas is still going. Not saying Jay-Z wants to run, but Nas, like he's had multiple runs. Then he's very like. He has a lot of classics. Jay-Z does too.
Yeah, he does.
No shade to. I love Jay-Z, but if I had to pick between the two for GOAT, I gotta go nasty Nas.
I actually think I'm gonna go. It is hard. I do agree with you when it comes to like the music itself. But when I hear GOAT, I hear GOAT like of all of it. And so Jay-Z, he might not have as much now, but he's behind the scenes on a lot, and he's a businessman, and he has some good music. So I'm gonna go Jay-Z.
But see, I give that to Nas too. He's just very low key with his business.
He is.
Yeah,
he's like
he is.
He's very low key. And I will say this. The reason why I'll say that, even when it comes to business, I just think like he's just so he's just a thorough dude. Like he's not gonna snake you. He's not gonna do any of that. So
You think Jay-Z's a snake? Is that what I heard you say?
I
Allegedly.
I will
He
say.
said,
He's like, I'm not gonna say allegedly.
why is he nervous laughing?
I will say, I feel like Nas is very thorough. I think Jay-Z is as well, but I feel like Nas is just thorough in all of his dealings.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about Nasty Nas.
Yeah, or he's just got a good media team.
Or that too.
I'm gonna go with Jay only because I mean, not even just music wise, but anybody who can say F the Super Bowl, but then spin the block and become the executive producer of that,
And then just single-handedly decide what happens.
and seeing decide what happens,
Yeah.
and just every Super Bowl performance is just black as fuck. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Because there was quite some time where the Super Bowl was not black.
It's bad.
So
I think after Justin Timberlake ripped off Janet Jackson's boob,
they said no more black people.
they said, I don't know what titty was out, but it's just we're done for a while.
Just thinking about that show. Yeah.
They
Maybe
said-
that's where Justin made the turn.
Yeah,
He's like, I got to feel up Janet Jackson, and we flashed America, and now I'm going solo.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
You remember
Yeah.
like during that time?
Oh,
that was a
I
thing when
remember.
he took the,
It was a thing. It was
NFL said
there.
we would not see any more black breasts on national TV. So, but yes, I just love the fact that Jay just he said F them, but then spun the block and became executive producer. So that's a goal. And to take that platform that once did not, can we cuss? Fuck with you.
You already said it twice.
But platform that
You just said black as F.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying
There we
to
go.
watch my mouth. I need to watch my mouth in my life.
But anybody that says fuck you and you turn around and you say no, you're not gonna fuck me. I'm gonna fuck you.
Oh, there's a
here
lot
for
of
that.
there's a lot happening.
I'm here for it.
A lot of effing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're gonna take it back a little bit. So, best hip hop pioneers between Run DMC and Beastie Boys.
Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Run DMC, yeah. I don't know. This is what my list says.
I never understood Beastie Boys.
Ooh.
I think because it was in the time where they were like the only white.
Yeah.
But when you come from a white community, those Beastie Boys, the song "Brass Monkey" was played at every single
like that funky
Brass Monkey.
Yeah.
That funky monkey.
It's almost like the
What was a
equivalent of
funky
what
monkey?
Shots is in the
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was. Yeah. Yes.
almost
It's
like
that.
the equivalent of that.
It was everywhere. Everybody wants a funky monkey. Apparently, back in the day, I don't. Nobody now. Not now. But back then, in the community I grew up in.
They want a brass monkey and a funky
I
monkey.
feel like Brass Monkey probably meant something. I don't know. That I was younger. I was probably like when you guys remember your hip hop. That was like when I was younger. Like it was it just was everywhere.
Mhm.
He's looking it up. I feel like you're gonna pull up some weird porn. Just I don't know
Right.
what's happening. What does Brass Monkey mean?
Make sure you don't get.
Oh.
It's an alcoholic drink.
Here I am at 8, screaming, singing Brass Monkey, give me
In
some
the
alcohol.
Beastie Boys song Brass Monkey refers to a specific alcoholic cocktail, not the phrase for very cold weather. The song is about the enjoyment and effects of consuming the drink, which is portrayed as a symbol of fun and carefree.
There it is.
But what about the funky monkey part?
Wait, it was a funky. Wait, it says what lyrics might seem to hint in mixing beer and orange juice as a premix. That's why it's funky. Who's mixing beer and orange juice?
Wait, I want to.
That's your funky monkey right there.
What does funky monkey mean?
Just what you thought it did.
Oh no. So funky monkey is commonly referred to as for a synthetic drug.
Oh, see, this is.
Oh, so they were mixing. So this song was about mixing.
So here I am jumping up and down on my couch at these
drinks
parties.
and drugs.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, it was way off what I was
Well,
talking about.
Brass Monkey,
That funky.
that funky monkey. Wow, I was.
Wow.
See, this is me as an 8-year-old. 10. No, I was probably like 12, 13.
Thinking about drugs
Thinking about
and
beer
alcohol.
and orange juice mixed with drugs, and that was in my
funky monkey meant a funky monkey.
no, it meant
You too.
drugs and alcohol. Well, there
Well,
you
maybe
go.
because in our era, Too Short was like shake
That monkey, yeah.
And we knew what he was talking
Oh,
about.
too short. We haven't even. Okay, I can't.
That's a whole bait.
Yeah, I know. So when it comes to style evolution in hip hop, who wore it best? Baggy pants or skinny jeans?
Baggy. Because There was one point in time with the skinny.
We just said we didn't like. We just said we didn't like the baggy.
They were too.
It was like jagging.
It was where you, but it was like it was
Like
skinny,
that.
but not on your butt. So we were still trying to sag the skinnies. Do you?
Yeah, I remember
That I can't.
That was like 20.
Somebody was
15,
sagging some skinnies the other day in the
yeah.
intersection, and I drove by, and I was like, "Pull your pants," but you
With
couldn't pull it
Vans.
up.
Yeah.
Vans,
Yeah.
Like that whole like Shark Boy,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
era. That
Yeah.
no, that missed me.
I don't know how you walk. I don't know how.
The jegging phase was
Like
crazy.
jagging.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll
you
go
have
baggy.
On, like you have on jegging, like khaki jeggings.
Yeah.
and they're down, and then your ass is still out because you're trying to sag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you want to try to pull, you can't pull it up because it doesn't go over your butt because it's too small.
I never understood like people because like when I started teaching, that was around like that,
Mm-hmm.
and people were wearing like the jegging khakis, and I was like, "You have on khaki jeggings?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so do you have like point your toe to like?
Yes.
You do. You do.
Apparently.
Gotta point your toe to
You do.
put on your khaki jeggings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Facts.
Professional in the day and at the club at night.
It's like a mullet.
Man, then well, I ain't okay.
Mullet.
But I will say though, there was one thing that I did from that era,
What?
and that's when I would wear the nerd glasses, the 3D glasses.
I can totally see that.
Yeah, the 3D glasses, and you would have on like the shirt and the tie that wasn't really tucked in.
Oh my god, I can totally see you right now.
It was
We might need that picture too. Like I feel like
I
we
have a
need. I'm sure you do.
I have.
I need
That was
to
a
see
great
it.
space.
That was a good time.
But I wasn't wearing no khaki jeggings.
Yeah, me either.
No, I wasn't doing that.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking through here and deciding what my next ones. There's a whole bunch of them. Hold on, let me find them. You guys can keep talking about your.
The khaki jeggings.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't
I
think.
can't talk about it. I never had it.
No, I never did that.
Okay, here you go. Hip hop in movies like 8 Mile, for example, or versus hip hop on TV like The Fresh Prince. So like you know how like everybody kind of broke through and did their like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Fresh Prince.
I'm gonna go Fresh Prince.
I'm gonna go movies. I feel like there was a lot of like movies where you had a lot of rappers that came in and did their thing.
I don't know.
I'm just still looking. Okay, here you go. Breakdancing versus popping and locking. What you doing?
I thought I've been with some both the same thing.
No, we talking about like pop, lock, and drop it.
Yeah, breakdancing versus like the whole pop, lock, and drop it era.
Pop lock and drop it like the song like pop lock.
Well, you know how like you know what I'm saying? Breakdancing was like breakdancing. I'm not talking like
So
80s,
we're talking about
90s.
like,
Yeah,
like snap your fingers, do you step?
yes, yeah, that kind of
like-
thing. Yeah, that kind of.
It was the same thing as breakdance.
Yeah.
Not really.
So I'm gonna assume she's talking about pop, lock, and drop it.
Yes, I am.
I mean, I'm not gonna pop, lock, and drop it, but that era that had like the, lean with it, rock with it, and the motorcycle era,
Yeah,
the walk it out, to get
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
I was definitely part of that.
Going there.
yeah,
I
same.
definitely was making YouTube videos around that time.
I believe it. I was not, but I just breakdancing to me is so weird.
Really?
I don't know, like back in the day, and again, it's probably because I don't like late 80s to early 90s hip hop. It's just not my thing, and that was when the breakdancing era was like coming through. Yeah. How about this? Let me see. Throwback jerseys versus oversized tees.
Throwback.
Throwback. Because you can still rock a throwback.
Throwback.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
You can't finesse a baggy T-shirt and a pair of Jabos.
I mean, they thought they could.
Jabot jeans with the straps.
Okay.
It's fine.
They was classics back in the day.
Yeah. I never. You know what? I never had me a pair.
You
of
never had a
Jabot
pair of
jeans.
Jabos.
No, I feel like. I was in
A pair of what?
Jabot jeans.
What the hell?
Did y'all call? We used to call them bows.
Can I? What is
Got the
it?
bows?
We just call them Jabot.
Can you
Got
Google
the
it?
bows?
I need to see what this looks like.
I was in the hood, but I was in the too hood.
Yeah, them bows.
That was only
man.
the trap. Only the trap dudes wore them.
I used to love.
I
the
do love a
bows.
good trap outfit. Let me see what you got. He's gonna look it up.
I used to love the bows. And you had different colors: orange,
Yeah.
red, yellow. Yeah.
Never
Oh.
with the strap.
Are those the pants?
No,
Or the
I
shorts?
Both of them.
What's
Yeah.
the strap for?
The strap was
It's
just a
just
design.
yeah, and then,
I think-
then on the jeans you
is this-
could have the strap on like the ankle portion.
Yeah,
and
it
wrap
looks
it
like
up.
a construction worker.
Yeah,
That guy's going out there. He's gonna go fill some potholes. That's what that looks like.
you could never think that he was filling some
Show him that
potholes in the
picture.
bows.
No, it looks pothole-ish.
Yeah, it does.
You look like you're about to go, like fill a pothole.
Oh, geez,
Mhm.
back in the day.
Ooh, these are nice though. These are black.
Now the black one, that's not terrible.
No, but these are more. Oh, but these are more modern, but not $420.
So wait, which came first? Was it this stripe with whatever the tag is, or was it the people hanging their tags? Which came first?
Bose came before.
I think so. And then they said, you know what? Forget the stripe. We'll just hang the tag.
Bose, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you had some? Did you? Yeah.
And when they came out with the shorts, that was
Do you have
I had the shorts too.
Were they like gray sweatpants shorts, or was it?
No. They were the jean shorts.
Oh, like
just had the
jorts.
strap
Yeah,
on
like
them.
jorts.
Oh, they said, you know what? We're gonna take the dad jeans from the 1987,
They give you some John
and we're gonna put a stripe on them and call them cool,
give you the
John Cena's.
and then we're gonna call that fashion.
John Cena could never wear those jean shorts.
What year was this?
He was though.
It was like 2003, 4, 5,
Oh, I was.
For a long time.
I don't remember that.
2006 too. Yeah. It was for a minute.
All right, here's the next one. BET's 106 in Park or MTV's TRL?
106 in Park, without a
106.
doubt. Yeah. Free and
TRL was-
AJ,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
They could never.
Yeah.
Carson Daly could never be free. and AJ.
Yeah.
When TRL was on, I definitely was like, all right, time to go outside.
For real.
Be back in
Yeah.
2006.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Although MTV did have a show that came on after, I think 106.
Direct effect.
Direct Effect.
Yes, sir. With Lala
I
and
don't think I
DJ
saw
Clue.
that.
Yes.
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't
That's
see
the-
that.
It was.
It was a great time.
I hated that they took that off the air.
I know.
It was good.
Yeah, it was like 106 in Park, like part 2.
It was.
It was really good.
Yep.
It came on like 8 o'clock and it was amazing.
Shout out to you.
I don't. This is an era that I think I was birthing and raising children at this point in time in my life.
It was.
Like
I don't-
once Direct Effect went off, we was like, all right, time to take a bath.
Yeah.
Take a
Go
bath.
to bed.
I
Done with music videos for the night. Yep.
okay. Well,
Go to sleep.
that.
That was the first time we got a chance to see Lala.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Lala for
Oh,
the first time.
Why are you
Yeah.
blushing?
Yeah, Lala.
Yeah. He's like, yeah,
She's a dime piece.
yeah, she
She
is.
is.
All right, live concert versus DJ set. That's a tough one.
It depends.
It all depends on, yeah.
I can say this, and I don't like concerts. Here's what I'm going to say. I don't like concerts at all, and it's not my thing. But I have never been to a hip hop concert that I didn't love. But I have seen some DJs that were horrible.
Oh, absolutely.
So I feel like, but I guess if I'm just going to go spend a Friday night or a Saturday night, it's a DJ set.
I will say this. I like going to concerts, but I hate going to and this is, I mean, I know everybody deserves their time, but I hate going to a concert and they have an opening act that we don't know.
Yeah, I hate that.
I would rather just have a DJ.
I will go to the concert only if all of the acts are acts that I am like. I like that. And I'll give the first act, like the one that nobody's even at the concert yet. If I get there early enough, I'll give them a shot because I know they're probably trying and they're local.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna look at I'm gonna see who's on the list,
Yeah,
and if I don't like most of them, if not all of them, I'm not going.
Yeah. I'm just like, like if it's like, you know, Chris Brown had Bryson Tiller, Summer Walker, great, love that. But if it's like Chris Brown and then your opening act is somebody from the local bingo hall from down the street
The person in their bathroom thinking that they're a rapper
that you found on TikTok,
that you found on TikTok,
like, no,
yeah.
like I would rather you just have a DJ. Just have a DJ. Although I love artists who have live bands, I am not a fan of artists who have DJs. Don't be singing that backtrack. Like,
So you like them to actually say it without having the words.
here's how I feel. Like, I'm okay with you. Like, if you have a live band and they have like the backtrack playing,
Yeah.
you don't have like backup singers.
Mhm.
Cool. But
Okay.
if I go to a concert and you don't have a live band, it's just straight DJ playing the track. No.
Is this like? Oh well, you're too young for the Milli Vanilli
Yeah, no, I'm not.
scandal.
No Milli Vanilli.
Did it ruin it for you?
They weren't even singing the real voices.
No,
I just don't like. I mean, every artist is different. Like sometimes when you don't have the budget, you just got a few.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Pay DJ.
Yeah.
Until you work your way to have a live band. But like you said, sometimes the DJ can be horrible because I have seen concerts where the artist is like, their DJ has messed up their set and now they got to start over.
Yep.
Now you have.
They're like, turn me up, or yeah.
You shot, man.
Wrong track.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, just give me a live band.
Okay.
So there's that.
All right, here's the next one: dance battles versus rap battles.
Rap battles.
Dance battles.
Rap battle.
Well, I'm a dancer, so there's that.
I had a feeling. I didn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to kick you.
You're right.
Just kicked him. Yeah, I definitely think rap battles. There's something to be said about being able to just like flow on the fly. And I know dancing's like the same.
But no, rap battles get too serious, and I'd be like, do we need to leave?
No.
Like, y'all about to start shooting?
That turn, no, not the shooting, but I was like that. The rap battle, that's a turn up. Man, let me just watch you go back and forth.
Especially for Amy if they have on gray sweatpants.
Listen, you give me a rap battle with two people in gray sweatpants.
Crazy.
Oh my!
I don't think that's a rap battle. That's a battle of something else.
They're rapping.
A battle of your intrusive thoughts.
Right.
There are no intrusive thoughts. I just like the look of a gray sweatpant.
Oh, okay.
That's all I said. All right, where was the next one I had? I had a good one. Oh, 90s block party versus 2000s club scene.
2000 club scene.
2000s club scene. But I don't know the 90s block party. But I say 2000s, but I'll say 2000.
I mean, a 90s block party ain't nothing but like a cookout that we have every summer anyway. A 2000s club scene, like, come on.
I mean, I'm for sure gonna go 2000s club scene because
Once you've been to 190s backyard party, you've been to them.
but it's gotta be that late 90s, early 2000s club scene. Like it's gotta be. It can't be like the club scene now.
It can't be like
Everybody's doing their TikTok dances.
Yeah.
I mean, take me through there.
Yeah.
Hey, like, I do be one of those sometimes occasionally.
Do what?
I do the little TikTok dance occasionally sometimes. Take me through there.
Oh, I'm sure you do. You like to.
I do.
Can we talk? But why are we scooping? I need to know. What is that mock? Like, what is? Where did that come? Someone said. Yeah, why that one? What is that? Are you a fish? Like, I don't understand. Where does this come from? Like, why are we eating? I mean, I feel like the eating. I get where that comes from, but the whole hand over your mouth and I'm gonna swim like a shark.
You're swimming through there.
Why are you plugging your nose? What are you swimming through? I know what you're swimming through, but what? I don't think that's it. I'm gonna need to Google this later because it's really bothering me. Oh, there was a good one up here. I was gonna do. It was about the female one. Hold on. Missy Elliott versus Eve.
Missy. I love Eve though, but I gotta go Missy.
I'm gonna go Missy too.
Production and all that too. But I love Eve.
I'll let me blow your mind. I'm going Eve.
I'm gonna go with Missy because Missy is her. She's so out of the box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was so ahead of her time that I truly believe like she led the way for artists like Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Missy had not been like the animated character that she is and was, there would be no Nicki. Because when Nicki came out, we were like already like, okay, she kind of crazy, but we kind of seen this before.
But we've seen it, yeah.
Now, if there was no Missy and Nicki came out and doing that shit, we would be like, what could you say?
But you know what? Maybe she would have came out and maybe she would have paved the way. You know, but now she just lost her damn mind at this point.
Stay away from drugs.
Well, drugs are bad. All right, here you go. Of the I guess radio classic, California Love versus Hypnotize. I think those are the ones that you heard on the radio all the time.
California
Love, because I love B.I.G., but Hypnotize after a while it gets a little annoying.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that.
You know what?
California
Love.
I don't care where you at.
I mean, because after I hear like Biggie, it's like okay now.
Sometimes your words just.
It's cool the first time, but then the second time around, I'll be like, all right.
You know what's for me? I have so many good memories for California Love. Just like being a teenager, that came out right around the time that me and all my friends could drive. And I remember we would get in the car and we would like roll the windows down and just go flying down the road, blaring California Love.
Yeah.
And really Hypnotize. I didn't really start I kind of like this is a cool song until like after that. It was like way after, even after they passed, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is a good vibe. Yeah. But now like I feel like anytime California Love comes on, I just skip it because it's just kind of, they both kind of annoy me. But California Love for sure, I have good memories for that one. I think I might have asked them all. Let me see. Oh, well, no, that's a bad one. I don't know. I'm just good. This list has 175.
We don't have enough time.
We don't have enough time for that. So I think that's it. I think we're gonna end on that. We're gonna end on California Lovin'.
All right. Well, that was Miss Amy.
Wait, no, that's the Beach Boys. California Love.
That's what she was listening to when she went upstairs.
That was the upstairs music. After I was down talking about smoke weed, everything, I was like, California Lovin'. So yeah, that was no. That's not.
All right. Well, Miss Amy, thank you for that. Those questions. Before we get up out of here, let's go ahead and do some shout outs, man, because it's the first show of the month. Do you guys have any shout outs? Anybody you want to shout out?
I'm going to shout out anybody that went out and voted and used their voice because your voice matters. And so yesterday was election day. If you forgot or didn't go, you don't get the shout out. So I'm shouting out the people that went because we need people out to vote, clearly.
Absolutely, yeah. You know what? And speaking of voting, I want to shout out Blair Johnson and Rob Hasker.
Mhm.
They, for our global listeners, they were running for city council seats. And even though they were not, or they didn't get the results that they wanted, shout out to them because they gave the other candidates a run for their money. Looking at the election results, man, they did an amazing job. So shout out to them for not stopping and for putting the work and for wanting to be a part of the change. It takes a lot of work to run a campaign. And the fact that they were boots on the ground the entire time, man, shout out to Blair and shout out to Rob for truly doing this.
And I hope they're not done.
Yeah.
Like I hope they come back, and I hope they decide they want to continue to run. And honestly, we love them because they're both Talk family.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out
both been on our show.
And then I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to say shout out to Brittany and Cassandra.
Yeah.
Representing that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what's up. And shout out to Craig and his Alphas brothers. Y'all had a new line that just crossed on Sunday, right?
Yes, we did.
So shout out to y'all. It was a dope probate show, man. It was.
I don't even know what you're saying. This is not part of my world.
Good brothers that came through, man. Shout out to them.
No, well, the good ones. We don't want them not good ones.
He's
like, these are the good ones.
You could never be
they don't
anything but good with an Alpha.
They're bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said that we have high standards, but these are extra. These are extra good apples, apparently. These are the Honey Crisp.
They said we can direct it to some other fraternities.
Yeah. We only have Honey Crisp here, but if you're a Jonathan, you go, the Cosmic, the pink, sweet pink lady. That's what we have.
Right.
If you're the rotten apple of dents, you go over to the other ones.
Yeah.
No, but they had a probate show on Sunday in West Toledo where 12 new amazing men joined
the Cosmic Apples.
They joined Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Is this when they take off their mask and they don't look creepy anymore?
That is when.
Who created that creepy ass mask? That's what I need to know.
Now that I don't know, but and I will say this: another shout out to my brother, man. He's the president of us, and this was his first line that came up under his jurisdiction. So, shout out to my brother, the president.
Oh, that was an extra long clap for Dr. Bernie. Yeah, shout out. I think his phone's about to die, so we gotta wrap this up.
All right, y'all. So we'll see y'all next time when we come back. We're gonna be getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be taking you through that.
Okay, please don't. I feel like that came from a place of. Don't be in it. I don't want to be.
You name it.
Yes, I think I like that. Was good.
You name it.
Oh, I like it.
Good. I'm glad you do.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so we'll see y'all. So y'all, until then, I'm Big T.
I'm Miss Amy.
And I'm CL Sam.
And you officially tapped in and tuned into the hottest podcast that brings you the latest in music, news, and fashion, and the only show that keeps our ears to the streets.
While you grind and shine.
Hey, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.